Welcome everyone to the JungleCast Podcast. I am your host, Dre Montana, alongside with Lolex, Melly, and Cam. And today we got a very special guest. He has been a Twitch streamer since 2022 with a mission to spread genuine kindness in the streaming/gaming space. And aside from being a streamer, he has 14 years of experience being in the law enforcement field. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sir McDonnell to the podcast, man. What's
Howdy,
going on?
howdy, 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 howdy. I appreciate y'all bringing me in. Super excited.
No problem, man. Thank you for stopping by. Did I say your name correct? Did I say it correctly?
Did you? I'm not sure.
Sir
I
McDonnell.
feel like he did.
Yep, you did.
Okay,
Yeah, you
okay,
did. You
okay.
always say my name right. So
Now I want to make sure because sometimes I be saying people names, they don't correct me, and then be like, then they correct me all the time. I'm like, damn, I be saying your name the whole time. You never correct me until one day. It's like, damn, all right.
And it'd be during the worst times too.
Exactly. I hate that shit. But I'm glad that I got your name correct. All right, so let's get
Yes.
started. So where did the name started? How did the name started?
Sir McDonnell. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I probably changed my name around. Oh God, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 times. And I just, I'm one of those type people. I'm big on names. I'm a big believer on I believe your name carry weight.
Mhm.
So McDonnell, of course, if everybody figure out, is my actual last name. I'm one of those people when it comes to like characters, I'm always into the hero, the noble, like loyalty and all that, whatever. And that's where the sir came in as well, because I was always into like the medieval stuff or whatever. So of course, as you know, if your S is capitalized, that means you knighted. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead, throw my last name, throw sir in there, and just call it a day. I love it. I've never thought about changing it ever since I did, because I'm one of those people, I will change something in a second. So
See, at least you're lucky because prior of having Dre Montana on Twitch, my first Twitch name was Dre Cummings, and Cummings was my last name.
Pause.
And that's why I'm
Mel's
about to get
face
to.
just sent me.
Yeah, Cummings. Yes, that is my last name. My
I
legal
know that's
last
your
name.
last name, but
Yeah.
in a Twitch context, it's like, whoa.
Pause.
Mhm.
yeah, somebody gonna take it and run away with it.
Yeah,
Literally, that's what they
actually-
do now.
It actually worked. It actually worked when I first started Twitch, and then people every time I try to come to their chats, they don't really say the second part of that. They just say Dre, and that's it. They don't say Cummings. So it was like, and there was one time I rated somebody. He laughed at my name. I'm like, yeah, it's time for me to change it. It's time for me to change it.
Ruthless.
Because at the time, Dre Montana wasn't available at the time. So I was like, all right, cool. Let me put Dre _ Montana 52. So that worked out for like a couple months. And then I tried it again for the third time just to keep Dre Montana together, 52 together. And now, finally got it. Yeah.
Have you found like changing your name on Twitch to be like, does it affect you negatively in any way?
No. No, not really. I don't think so.
Because like I say that because I've had people that I like chat with, and then like they'll come back in the chat and they'll just be talking to me, and of course I'm talking to everybody,
Mhm.
but then they'll be like, "Hey, it's me," blah blah blah, and I'll be like, "Oh fuck, like why didn't you say so?" You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know.
Well,
Think you're a new
Yeah.
person now.
Well,
Right.
it all depends how much change you put into your name. Like from Dre Cummings to Dre Montana, that's not really much of a difference. It's just the second part of that just changed. But if you change your whole Twitch name from Lolex to something totally different, then yeah, it could throw some people off.
Yeah, because originally mine was like DVK Gaming, right? That was it.
Mhm.
And then I just okay, this is stupid. So DVK just means Deep Voice Cam, but nobody knew that. So everybody got confused.
Yeah, so it all depends how much change you put into your Twitch username. Now you're doing a whole 180, switching the whole thing around, then yeah, it's gonna throw some people off. Why you think about changing your name, Mel?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, don't even ask me because the moment I came up with my name, I knew I was gonna stick with it. So Lolex 99
I've
G
been
is
Millie
gonna
the
be
Pirate since
forever.
high school. Like high
Mhm.
school. I'm not changing it now, man.
Yeah, I've been Dre Montana since high school. Since like high school as well. So when I finally got it to switch over to Twitch, I'm like, yeah, finally everybody knows that you could just follow me on Twitch, Twitch, um, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, all on the same name.
Yep, it's really
Mhm.
consistent.
Yep. I try to be consistent with I try to be consistent with everything. So I know when when do you start to stream? Like what got you into streaming?
I started streaming in 2021, 2022. I can't remember which year. It's one of those years. I can't remember if it's pre or post COVID. But as far as what got me into streaming, I actually been looking at Twitch ever since Xbox One came out. That was what, like 2011, 2012? One of those
2013, I
years.
think.
2013.
2013.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah. I was one of the first ones to get the Xbox day one, and that was one of the first apps I downloaded was Twitch. Didn't know what it was at the time, but when I opened and saw what it was, I was really intrigued by it. Then a couple years later, that's when Mixer came in. And a lot of the people who I still even watch to this day that started on Mixer, I was still in law enforcement at the time, and I'm not gonna lie, like my first beginning years of law enforcement was very dark. But when I came home, I automatically went to Mixer. One of the people who I always looked at the most was I Am Candy, and just the feeling that she had brought to me coming home after a stressful day, even played some games with her. It's like I don't care what anybody say. When it comes to being a streamer, there's some parts of us where we're kind of some like counselors in a way. And what she brought to me, I knew I wanted to do the same thing and bring the same thing to everybody else. So after I started maturing a little more and started figuring myself out and still trying to figure out life even to this very day, like I said, you know what? I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. So went on. It was rough in the beginning, but now I think I'm finally getting the hang of things now. But yeah, the main reason why I got into it because I just genuinely love helping people, even when it's just being there for them. So
And that brings me to my next question too. Do you feel like you've been a mentor to some of the content creators / streamers on Twitch or whatever platform they stream on? Like, do you feel like do you help others when it comes to creating their content or like helping them fix up their streams and such?
yes, I have had a couple people, even now to this very day, I have some people in my DMs be asking me stuff, rather streaming wise or either life wise as well. And I find that as a honor because like I said, to this very day at the age of 36, I'm still trying to figure myself out. But for them to entrust me like that, I greatly appreciate it. And I do take that very seriously. But at the same time, yeah, again, I'm just one of those type people. I just genuinely love helping people.
Okay, that's what's up, man. That's definitely what's up. So you being a streamer for 2 years, what are some of your biggest challenges as being a streamer?
Oh God, social anxiety,
Mm.
social
That part.
anxiety.
Mhm.
And it's crazy because of course, everybody know I'm very vocal as far as like my career. Of course, yes, I am law enforcement, and law enforcement does, you have to have good social skills, but the difference is like you have that policy laid out for you. When you clock in, you just switch into that different mode. When it comes to streaming, it's like you don't got nobody holding your hand. You don't got nobody, telling you how to do this, how to do that. And then, when you do, you got some a-holes out there that kind of feel like, oh, well, you're trying to get over on me. You trying to, take my money. Like, no, I'm just coming for advice. That's it. But
Mhm.
definitely social anxiety. And I have been working on that for the past about 2, 3 weeks. And I can honestly say it's going pretty well.
Okay, yeah. Social
I would
anxiety.
have never guessed
Mhm.
that. Like, I would have never guessed that. Like, coming into your streams, like, you're always so welcoming. And, like, even
Mhm.
on days when you're, like, not, even you'll say, like, I'm just not really, there today. You still have, like, this level of energy that's just, like, it's a very welcoming and comforting energy. So for you to say, like, social anxiety, I would have never thought that.
Oh yes, I have social anxiety
Mhm.
bad.
I was about to say the
Um,
same things. Like,
Bad.
Yeah,
I
same
go into your
here.
streams or you coming to
Yeah.
mine, your energy's up, but then it's like you just hit us with that social anxiety. And I'm like, wait a minute, since when? Like,
I feel like when you're streaming online, it's different because you're not in like in front of people, face to face, but like in real
yeah.
life, that's when I should start hitting different. Because I have social anxiety
Yeah.
too. That's-
Same. You know,
Mhm.
the liquor. Don't. Let's be honest. For me, the liquor helps a lot. But yeah.
I mean, it does help. Yeah, no,
He,
Cam
he
right.
has a point.
Cam right.
Yes,
not
he
I
wrong,
be
bro.
does.
so scared to like run my mouth too much when I be drinking on stream, and I'll be like, "Well, people are here to listen to me run my mouth," but I still be like, "Bro, like, am
Yeah.
I talking too much?"
Let me say something about my job.
Yes.
hmm Yeah, when I have my drinking streams, I'll be talking. I'm having fun. I'll be talking to myself sometimes when I'm on stream. It just helps me with my social anxiety. Just talk to myself while I'm streaming.
That or
Mhm.
karaoke.
Mm.
Remember your birthday
Talk to
stream?
myself
Yeah.
anyway. That's how.
Right, I'm with Mel. I do it anyway.
You know what I'm saying? It just helps
It's
us.
so funny. Like, oh, go ahead, Dre.
Now I was gonna say that's a good this is a good advice too. Like, just talk to yourself while you're streaming. It might sound weird. It might be weird as fuck to do it, but it helps out. You don't feel like you're
I don't know
alone.
if it's the
Alone.
same. I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but like when I before I started streaming, my friends used to tell me all the time, like, you should stream because you are sitting here talking to yourself. You're talking to yourself about this game. You might as well talk to other people because you just sit here running your fucking mouth. Like, 'cause I would literally talk myself through a game, talk myself through a moment in the game, analyze the game. But like, it's almost like doing the same exact thing, except for like
Mhm.
now I
Yeah.
read people's comments and respond. But before it was just me myself in the game, and I'm not gonna think. I don't really think to myself often unless I have to. Like, I do a lot of thinking out loud.
It's very helpful. Very, very helpful to just to
Yeah.
talk and that's one way to get through a stream, just talk to yourself. And then somebody will come along your stream and talk to you and then just go from there. Point blank
Yep, the
simple.
rest is history.
Mhm.
All right, so anybody got a question for Donnell?
I do.
I bet.
I like to ask this question. This is like one of my favorite questions to ask people. What is your favorite and least favorite game mechanic? So like whether it be um time-based responses or a parry that makes you invincible for 2 seconds. Like, what are your favorite and your least favorite game mechanics?
As far as favorite lately, I would have to say, you know how like you play, say like Final Fantasy 15 and 16, for example, and you're like in a boss fight. You go in there. Of course, it's kind of like a hack and slash, but they have those cutscene moments where you have to press a button at a certain time, and it'd
Quick
be
time
like
events.
real
Mhm.
epic.
Yeah. Quick time.
I love that a lot.
Hell
As
yeah,
far
yeah.
as least favorite, I played like the I think like people call them like base building games now, or
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
I call them the Animal Crossing games.
Mm.
I call them chore games. I
Facts.
I can't
You're
I
not
can't
wrong.
stand I can't stand Tom Nook. I can't stand he
Oh,
ruined
Tom
We're
it for
going to
me
hell.
No, fuck him personally. Like he
because
he gotta
Tom Nook
go.
is
he
definitely
came
going
out
to hell.
he came out right in the middle of COVID. For one, of course, we all know COVID, not COVID, but Animal Crossing and Doom Eternal came out around the same
Mhm.
time.
Yeah.
I ended up getting both. So, of course, me being an essential worker, I still had to work. I still had responsibilities, even in the midst of COVID. But I was hoping that things kind of died down some because people are home.
hmm
So I got Animal Crossing, even got the Switch. Animal Crossing made me get the Switch. So got the Switch, got the Animal Crossing, and once I started playing and bought the house, got darn was laying out the gardens and stuff, and then when it's time to upgrade, it was like, oh, it's so and so this much. Oh, tax this, tax that. I was like, hold on, MF.
No,
I
let me tell
already
y'all.
paid
Yeah.
$50, $60. Now you mean to tell me I gotta pay you more in current? I'm like, no. I'm already
N-
trying to run away from real life responsibilities. Now I gotta be responsible in the game too. I took it back. I did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I shipped it back.
I feel your Animal
Not to
Crossing.
mention, Tom, first off, he starts off, giving you stuff like it's free. It's like, okay, here's your little tent, here's your phone, here's this, here that, and then you get settled in, and it's like, about that. Here, you gotta pay up. Tax time.
Yes.
Run it.
He
Mm.
like, oh, you thought all that was free? It's
Right.
not. It's
Yeah.
not free at all,
Yeah.
actually. So I'll be here when you're ready to pay me back. You know, you
Exactly.
can catch bugs. You can go fishing, but bring me back my money. However
Exactly.
you get it,
Mhm.
That's ridiculous.
give me mine off the top.
Yeah, I
And it
mean,
be an
And then-
expensive amount too.
yeah, it should be
Like,
like
literally, like, oh, if you want to upgrade your house, it's like I can't remember the currency on
was
it.
over
What it was, like
10,000.
nuts or something like that.
Bells,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm like, really? That would take me like 2-3
Meat freezing is
days.
crazy.
Yeah.
So
Mel.
the worst thing about Animal Crossing is that it's time based. It's like real time based.
Yeah.
I
It
hate
is.
that shit. I do
Yes.
not want to be beholden by the fucking restrictions of life based time on a fucking game. I do not want, because I'm gonna most likely play that shit at odd hours. I'm gonna play it at night. I'm gonna play it early morning. You know, like
Mhm.
I'm an adult. I don't have time. Kids don't have time. Who the fuck? 3 o'clock in the afternoon is the only time you could catch this bug. Who the fuck? When am I gonna do that? I'm gonna set my clock to play a game. That's insane. I'm not.
Especially
That
if
is my
it's a
least
damn-
favorite.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a damn bug that I'm already scared of IRL. Like, you want me to get on this time to catch what now? No,
Oh,
thank you.
God. It's
Yes,
just a game.
that's my
Lex.
least
Yes.
favorite.
It's a game,
Yes.
Lex. Oh God. But yeah. Animal Crossing, the Switch one was my first one. I still don't really get the hype. It's for me, it is like a COVID kind of game. It's like, okay, we all in the house. Shit, we gotta have
Yeah.
something to do.
I
It's
start,
like, yo, but people get mad creative. I was like, one of my coworkers, I went to her island. I'm like, hey, yo, what the fuck? When do you have time to do all this shit? And then, but
That's what it
secretly,
is. Is that
but
it's
secretly, I was like,
creativity.
wait a minute. I've been waiting for them reports for about 2 to 3 days now.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, for me, when it
Not
comes,
they was working at work.
yeah, for me, for Animal Crossing, it's a good game. Like I said, the base building shit,
Mhm.
I don't mind the base building. I'm just not creative like how other people does their
I'm not
shit. I'm
either.
like, I'm not
Mhm.
creative. I don't mind a base building every now and then, but when it comes to that creativity shit, y'all got that.
Yeah, the only thing that
So-
I don't like is just the IRL time stuff. Because let's say I want to go to the clothing store and they already closed. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I do not
Mhm.
like that IRL time shit. But I'm like a OG Harvest Moon player. So I've been playing Harvest Moon since Nintendo 64.
Mhm.
So the buying shit, upgrading your house, like this is one thing that games like Harvest Moon taught me early on. Keep one of everything
mm-hmm.
and sell everything else. Make that money. I'd be a millionaire on these games because I'm so money driven in games because of that reason, to like need to buy stuff, upgrade stuff, this and that. Like, I'm super money driven. Like, I just turned on my Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life, the other day, and I got $2 million. My house is already upgraded. I got the big bed. I got like 6 cows. I was like, what the fuck? when did I do this? Like, and it was like my time on the game, my in-game time was only like 24 hours. I say, oh, I was on a mission, clearly, because how do I got all of this stuff in here?
Speaking
But
about
that's my shit.
speaking about stuff, I see a lot of Dragon Ball collectibles.
I was
From
just
your
about to ask
posters
that.
to your action figures.
Oh yes.
Are you a big
Oh
Dragon
yes.
Ball
I
fan?
love it.
Oh.
Huge. Ever since I was young, I don't care what anybody's saying. I'm gonna say this now. Goku is a wonderful dad. He is not a bad dad.
It was never
Put
a
that
bad
on
dad.
record.
He was never a bad dad, in my
But
opinion.
He stayed in heaven because he
I'll
thought
turn
that like
my,
the enemies were coming after him.
yeah,
I just
and he
think
did that
he
all
just didn't
to
know no
protect
better
his
for
son and
real.
Chi Chi. Well, I mean, you
Yeah.
got to think about it. That's just like, say, IRL, a soldier who's gone across seas for 2 years.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it's kind of the same thing.
Exactly.
It is the same
Oh.
thing. He's not a bad dad. He's just doing his. When your dad
Yeah.
has the weight of the world on his shoulders,
Literally.
how much time do you really expect to be able to spend with him?
But
Mhm.
I can
Let's
say
just
this
be
though.
honest.
I can say this though. At least he trained Gohan. At least he spent time with his sons by training them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
At least he spent time with his son Gohan. Because Gohan could have been way stronger than his dad, but he not. He could,
If we being
Yeah.
real,
but he's not.
He stuck to the
Chi-Chi
books.
preyed on that man. Chi-Chi preyed on Goku. He was not supposed to be. I don't think he was even supposed to be a dad. Chi-Chi was like, "You
praying
mine,
mantis.
and we having some kids. Okay, this is a us thing now."
Technically, she
Goku was-
did do that in Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
She got his ass.
entered in
She
a,
really
in a
did.
tournament of power just because of him. She didn't go in there to win it. She went in there for him.
You went in there to
Yes.
confront him. It said, you forgot
Yeah.
your promise to me?
Hell yeah. That's a dedicated
Yes.
woman right there.
Years later.
She remembered.
Yes.
Mhm.
Now
That's when I
Vegeta,
knew she was crazy.
Vegeta, the other hand,
Chi-Chi's
he's
insane.
Vegeta. He just has tough love. He just shows tough
Mm.
love. That's
Yeah.
one thing about Vegeta. He's a good dad too. He's different too. Like he don't play about his Saiyan pride. That's one thing he don't play about, his Saiyan pride, especially with his child
Mhm.
chunks.
You heard
Yeah,
him, the
I
prince
think
of all
he-
Saiyans.
Yes.
I think they're all good dads. Really, I really can't say. I can't think of one person that's like, oh, he was a terrible fucking father. But you know who
Yeah.
my favorite dad is in the series?
Who?
Piccolo?
Piccolo.
I knew she was going to say Piccolo.
Piccolo is the dad that stepped up.
Mm-hmm. But go on.
Yeah.
Oh, Japan just voted Dragon Ball as the greatest anime of all time. Actually, I
Yes.
just saw that today.
Yeah, of
Because-
course it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
made it official. That's what I'm saying. They made it official.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z is the GOAT. You can't say Dragon Ball is not the GOAT series. You cannot say he's
Yeah.
not.
Just picked these up yesterday. I still got to open them.
So,
Oh,
You said
nice.
GameStop, right?
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot GameStop
Yeah,
do got
and I-
action figures like that.
And I
Mhm.
got like all of these right here. There's actually more in the back of those. It's actually like a roll of 3. And I have more stuff in the closet.
Damn. Yeah, I
Don't
wish
I
worry,
got
I'm about
stuff
to be
all
there
over
with
the
you and collecting those because my wish list for my birthday and stuff is a bunch of those, especially for Dragon Ball series.
See,
So
I
And
wish.
I
we
just
finna be on the
opened
same
this
boat.
one.
Yeah, I wish I could collect
Just
those type
opened
of
this one.
things.
Oh, that's sweet. I love Trunks.
See, I wish I
Same.
could do like collectibles like that, but I don't have enough room and I don't have enough space in my room to do all that stuff. I mean, maybe I can. I just
Shelves
gotta
up.
figure it out.
Get some shelves.
Yeah, I could probably
Yep.
do that. Yeah, just give a kid like shells to put on my wall and just somehow, some way showcase them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got some corner shelves I want to put up in the corners for my Gundams.
Yeah, but yeah, but yeah, I love Dragon Ball. I was thinking about going to see the Dragon Ball Dama, the English dub in theaters tomorrow because it's showing like the first 3 episodes. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just wait until they
Just wait till
actually
they put 'em
air
on
it.
Crunchy.
Huh?
Yeah.
Just wait till they put them on Crunchy.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna wait because I'm not paid to pay no fucking
Yeah.
$15 for that shit. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Right.
Only just
Mhm.
for
It's
the
like the
first 3
movie
episodes.
experience.
Just for 3
I like the
episodes, nah,
movie
I'm good.
experience.
Man,
Yeah, I actually decided the same thing. I didn't watch none of the episodes yet, and I was thinking about
Same.
going to the theaters, but I was like, you know what? Nah, I'll just wait.
exactly. The only time I go to the theater is when Sonic 3 comes out. That's the only time I go to the
Hello.
theaters.
Oh, yes, I have to see that.
I'm definitely gonna see. I go get my ticket soon, and I'm taking a day off from work that day. I don't give a fuck. I don't
Yes.
care. I'm gonna take a whole week
Dre-
off. I will
Dre
not-
and him taking that time off of work for a game or a movie is just top tier.
Oh, I'm taking that
Mhm.
time. I'm taking that time. I
Yep.
do not care. I will save time. If I be like, oh, okay, so I know such and such about to come out. I'm not taking no vacation. I'm gonna try not to be sick. I don't want nobody to say shit to me when I say, hey, I'm taking off for 3 days. I'm gonna take the 3 days before the weekend so that I have 5 days. I'll be here Monday and Tuesday, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm not coming, bro.
Oh, yeah,
Yep,
listen,
don't
look,
call me.
I'm out of here.
Listen,
Yeah.
look. I'm gonna tell my supervisor. I'm gonna tell my supervisor like, look, I'm gonna take off December 20th until January 3rd. That's the only time that I will not be at work from December 20th till January 3rd. I'll see y'all literally next year.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
say I'm gonna be off already because I work in the education system, so we're off when the kids are off. So I'll
Mhm.
already be off.
Mhm.
I can save my
Me
days
too.
and get that extra moolah.
Yeah. I'll be
Mm.
unfortunately I'll be out of town when Sonic 3 drops, but I'll probably just go see it on bootleg or something. I haven't
Bootleg.
used my days. Yeah, I'll just go find we'll be in New York. I'll go find like a barber shop. It's like it's what they do.
Oh man, them bootlegs.
Yeah,
That was a
yeah,
time, low key.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Nowadays, you can just watch it online, clearly on HD. You know what I'm saying?
basically, yeah.
You know, back then you knew they had the bootleg DVD, and you see somebody walking
Mm-hmm.
past. Yeah, them days,
Oh, I
man. Them
used to
classic.
hate that.
I used to go
That's the
to
part that was
flea
annoying
market.
though.
A baby cries in the background or something like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
That low
I
quality
used to be
recording at the time that we thought was
I
hot
used to go
shit.
Exactly. Nowadays, you just go on the internet. You just find a website on the internet that have all the movies, all the TV shows clear on HD.
Mhm.
That is paying extra amount of money to go to a damn movie theater. And do y'all buy snacks at movie theaters or no?
Popcorn.
What? Oh yeah, candy and then the icy. Yeah.
I probably
I
buy
don't buy
popcorn.
candy.
I probably just do popcorn.
Yeah, I just do popcorn.
I
I
sneak
don't.
candy in.
Yeah,
How about I
it's
say
too
I ain't
hot
gonna
for me.
lie, I'm a little miniature smuggler, so I'm gonna carry what I can carry in my good old bag and
Mhm.
just get
That's
me a
fine.
drink maybe. That's about it.
Yeah. 'Cause-
I
My
bring
snacks
liquor
go in my
into the.
bag.
I get bring them little shots.
Mhm.
I got like a little
Wow.
canister. I got a
Okay, I've
like a
been wanting to
little
try that. Put that shit in the
thermos.
icy. Yeah, I want to do that shit.
So
That's
if
what I
any
be
of
doing.
y'all,
That's what I be
Uh,
doing.
Does it taste
so
good?
IRL, if we go into a
Yeah.
movie,
Okay.
I got y'all.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm definitely coming in with some little shots. I'm gonna put them in the icy. I had like a little thermos. I had filled it up with sake one time when I went to go see John Wick. Listen, yes, I'm smuggling. I'm
You know what?
smuggling
I
for
won't go
sure.
to a
But
movie theater drunk.
popcorn, I will go to a theater and buy popcorn and leave. Like that's how much I love movie popcorn.
Yeah, the movie popcorn
Wow.
hit different. Nah, it should have hit different
It
though.
Yeah.
do.
I
I
go
just don't-
get in the line, butter it, tell them to extra butter it. I need all the butter.
Hello.
Give me a little, get some salt in a napkin because I don't like putting the salt on top of it because it'd be too salty. I put it in a napkin so
Mhm.
I can sprinkle a little bit as I go, and then I leave. I don't even buy no movie ticket. Buy the popcorn.
I'm telling
The
you,
only
man.
other thing I'll get sometimes are the nachos, but it depends on the movie theater because not every movie theater can make really bomb nachos. Because I'm a
Yeah,
nacho
that's
head. I
true.
love me some good nachos.
Yes.
I'll
So
get a pretzel occasionally or like pretzel bites.
If y'all ever come to Austin, we go to like I think it's called the Alamo Theater. They be bringing y'all food and bringing me liquor. I remember I was watching
There's a theater
the
like that in my
Mario
city too.
movie. I was
Yeah,
watching the
same
Mario
here.
movie. They bought me a pizza and this big ass margarita. I'm like, oh, y'all, I'm lit. What the fuck?
Okay.
yeah, I
And then
mean,
the seats kick back. You just push a
Mhm.
little button. They come over there and they be ready.
Oh
I
yeah.
Love it.
experienced that one time in Texas. I went to see Toy Story 3 and they brought our stuff out.
Mm.
Just
They
dope.
don't really have that like that in Detroit. Like to deliver it to you? No. They might deliver you a drink. If you buy a drink and you like order like a refill or something, they might bring you the drink, I think. But they ain't bring you. I ain't never seen no theater where they bring you the food.
Yeah, yeah, we have a theater like that too. They have like liquor and stuff like that. I never been to that theater, but one of these days I will.
Mm.
So
Almost all our theaters got liquor.
hmm
Yeah.
alcoholics out here, man. Alcoholics, like no.
Even the
no.
hood theater in my city, even the
Alcohol
hood
makes
one is
everything-
lit too. I ain't gonna lie, the hood theater be lit out here too.
Oh wow.
Wow, man.
Alcohol makes everything better.
Indeed. So Donnell, so what does a typical day look like for you as a streamer, knowing that you work as law enforcement?
Well, there's actually 2 different days. Days where I work night shift, of course, and I get off like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Mhm.
And of course, there's my typical like off day, off night, or whatever. So I'll get home around like 8 o'clock, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm the type I go straight to bed. Especially depending on the night that I had. It, I could have nights where there's no physical altercations, but there's so much verbal altercations to the point where I feel physically drained. I'm going straight to bed. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna
feel you.
lie. There'll be some times where I don't even take a shower. I'd be just that tired. But I'm trying to make it a habit to where I'll get up around like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock because I do have things that I have to do. because of course me staying in the country, everything closes, at night. But go ahead, try to do what I got to do. If I have to cook, I'll try to cook. I stream late. I be wanting to stream 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock p.m. Most of my streams, of course, I start 9, 10 o'clock p.m. It don't be on purpose, but y'all, when I tell you, Dre, I know you know, Lolex, I know you know, Mel, I know all y'all know, when you dealing with people, it just takes a lot out of you, and it takes a lot to recharge that battery.
Mm-hmm.
And you would think, 14 years, I'm used to it. I already have some type of hack to where I can recharge my battery much more faster, but I don't. I need hours to recharge, and then after that, once I turn that stream on, I'm good.
I figured that. Thank God,
Yeah.
the job I work at, I deal with minimum to no people at my job. I still be bored. I'd be bored
Yeah.
as shit though. But
Oh, we know, because you be in our streams.
hell
Yeah.
yeah,
I
Must
the
be
best.
nice.
I just got changed positions where I don't have to deal with people anymore. I only deal with my coworkers. So I'm so grateful for that, because working in tech and being like tech support, and you got people
Ooh.
walkie-talkieing you all day for stupid shit. They be like, "Oh, we need IT. It's an emergency." You go in there, they didn't turn the fucking projector on. You had me bust my ass across this campus with the quickness. You got me walking fast, because this a class, right? So I'm like, okay, the students not getting their instruction. Let me hurry up and get to this class. They need me. You walk in that bitch, the projector not turned on, bro.
They got you power
the
walking
worst.
just for a small issue that they could have fixed themselves. Troubleshooting.
I call it the
Simple
IT
task.
walk. Cause it's so, you walk so fast, but you look like you're not doing shit. You look so calm, but you walking fast as hell. Do that fucking IT walk, and these be big campuses, y'all. These not little. This not little campus. This is a big ass
Mhm.
campus. I'm walking from the beginning of the campus to the end of the campus. I'm getting 10,000 steps a day in and shit, because y'all want to walkie talkie me for dumb
Mhm.
shit.
Thank
Oh, I
God.
can't get on the internet. There's no internet. Well, what browser did you use? We don't know. We just need you to come, and then you come. Motherfucker didn't even click on the browser. They just looking at the desktop. Like, what? You should be fired. You should be fired.
Demoted
You shouldn't even be
instantly.
working.
Yeah.
You don't even deserve to be teaching people. What are you doing?
You know, a good thing, one thing I'll say about my college is very small. So like everything is within distance. So I know the IT at my school probably be happy as hell, because where they need to go is within campus. So like different buildings would have the different classes, plus the dorms, plus the cafeteria. We all within that area. So see, I
It
hate
don't
going.
be like a mile. It just be, it's dumb. That's all. It's just stupid. It's not like, oh, I gotta walk a mile. It's, I gotta walk 700 feet for some dumb shit that you could have
And then
did
walk
yourself.
back.
Then walk back.
And then,
Yeah.
and then the administration would be the one that call you on the walkie-talkie, right? So it'd be
That's
like, as
true.
an administrator, why couldn't you press power on the projector?
I just want to fuck
Yeah,
with you
you
at
know-
this point.
Why?
Yeah. And the thing with
I'm,
me,
listen, I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that shit no more.
yeah, I didn't have
13 years of that shit. I don't have to deal with it no more.
Nah, they just fucking with you at that point. They just
Yeah,
fucking
They
with
hate
you.
me. That's all. They
I didn't
hate
have
me.
an
I
IT,
understand.
IT job when I went to college, but I'm too damn nice, and I was the IT guy in my friend group. So, it was like I went to Syracuse, so it was like a bigger university. So when people had problems, like, okay, I'll come, but I'm gonna get there when I get there. I'm gonna be asking no fucking updates. But yeah, in my job now, I don't have to deal with people like face to face, but everyone be slacking me and shit. I just need to I need to put on my profile like, hey, 4:30 I'm done, so like you can slack me, but I'm not gonna answer. Guess what? Like last night they slacked me at 6:30. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, first of all, it's Friday. Like you don't need this answer till Monday.
6:30 on a Friday is crazy. What are you doing? Go home.
I didn't get your message.
Yeah.
Go
Hit me
home.
Monday.
Hit me up on Monday. Yo, I had to call customer service yesterday for my package for my PC part, for my motherboard and my graphics card, because so UPS, I hate UPS for the fucking passion, by the way. So UPS supposed to send me a package, right? I supposed to sign it. I supposed to sign it and stuff like that too. They didn't even try. They did not even ring my doorbell. They left like a note on my door with nothing written on it. So I'm like,
Wow.
It came around at 2:45. I'm like, hold up. I was aware that my package was going to come around like at 1:30, 3 o'clock. And then at 2:45, talking about, oh, we couldn't deliver the package, so you got to send it to a UPS access point. I said, oh, fuck that. I called customer service up at
Bring
UPS.
me my shit now.
Exactly.
Shit, yeah.
And this was all going on while I'm driving to work too.
Oh,
Exactly. So I left my house at 3 o'clock. Package came at 2:45. I'm like, first of all, nobody ain't rang my doorbell. Nobody even tried to knock. They just left me a note with nothing written on it. I'm like, all right.
What happened to knocking, bro?
Huh?
That'd be the
Why
worst.
niggas
Like,
don't-
it say it need a signature. So why wouldn't you knock so I could get my shit? Like, and they don't realize that most people, when it's stuff that they request a signature for, they be waiting. I'm waiting so that I can receive my
Exactly.
package. I'm here.
That's why I don't use DHL no more. I remember like
Mhm.
years ago I bought some shoes and like they didn't call me to knock on the door or nothing. Had to go to the fucking airport to go get the motherfucking shoes.
Wow.
And then the crazy,
Ooh-wee.
and then when I was driving
was
to
like-
work, when I was driving to work, so I called up UPS. I'm telling them about the situation, talking about, oh, we're gonna send it to the UPS access point by Monday. You can pick it up by Monday. Bro, I cussed out customer service so bad that I felt bad cussing them out. But I was upset, like, nah, I want my package now. Like, send me my shit today. Like, it's really urgent. Like, send that shit today. So
Cause ain't no motherfucking Monday. You about to what the hell?
exactly.
Monday.
Like,
Yeah.
well, I waited a whole couple of days for this shit. I'm not waiting
Wait,
a whole
so-
next couple of days.
So what did they say?
So they call the UPS local dispatcher that sent me my package. They said they'll call me within an hour. So an hour later, they call me back. And like I said, at this point now, I'm at work. So they call me back. They said, okay, we're gonna send the driver back to your house. And at literally at 5 o'clock, they deliver my package. I told
At
my
least they delivered it same day.
yeah, my mom picked up the package for
Mhm.
me anyway because I was at work already. So my mom picked up the package. I'm like, yes, I got all my parts together. I was not playing. Like, I paid X amount of money for this shit, and y'all not gonna send it to me? Oh, I'm not.
No, cause
Send it
you
to this
gotta
Monday?
get buck with them. Cause you still out delivering shit. But you gonna tell me I gotta wait till Monday to get my shit? No, you leave my package on the truck, and before you make your happy ass way back to dispatch, then drop my shit off. Cause it's your fault for not knocking on the door anyway. So now you have to double back on your route and spend extra time throughout your
Mhm.
day
Mhm.
because you didn't want to take 5 minutes or less to knock on my door so I could get my package.
It only takes like a couple seconds to knock on the damn door, hit a button. Like, don't do that shit. You know your policy says you need to notify people. Don't send me no damn picture saying my package delivered. No, you knock on my damn door or ring that doorbell so I can come to the door and get my stuff in real time.
And the crazy
Right,
thing about
right.
is that, like I said before, they put a note on my door with nothing written on it. Like, they ain't write shit on that note. That really pissed me the fuck off.
Lazy.
Because why is this here? What is this telling me? That you
Like-
was here? Clearly, I got the fucking notification on my phone. I know you was here.
Exactly.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, but I'm like, they send that shit right away. They send that shit. Couple hours later, send that shit right back to my house. I said, At 5:01.
Because at least USPS will take it back to the your
Yeah.
post office and you
Yeah.
could get it the next day.
Yeah.
Like if it's gotta be the next day, fine. But Monday,
Yeah.
please.
Talking about,
Please.
I was supposed to get, like I said, yesterday was Friday, and then talking about, well, you can pick it up at this access point on Monday. I said,
No.
get the fuck out of here.
Especially when it's like PC parts or something of high value. Are you crazy?
Exactly.
Are you crazy? I want my shit. And I was tired of waiting on it anyway. Cause quiet as it's kept. If I could have had delivered same day to my house, I would have. So I really don't want to fucking wait extra because yo asshole ass didn't want to knock on my door. Like that's not it.
I don't know if the driver heard my dog barking. He probably hauled ass and didn't even try to wait. Like, damn, nigga, I could have just put the dog away and should have got my package and signed for it. But you don't have to leave like that because my dog barked like
That's
a
an
motherfucker.
occupational hazard. That's an occupational hazard. You work in as a delivery person. You should be ready to see cats, dogs, alpacas, whatever the fuck. That's an occupational hazard, and that's just your job. If you don't like
And that's
it,
what you signed up for. You knew the job. You knew it
Yeah.
was dangerous when you took the job. So let's be real.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's see. So how do you engage with your audience and build a community?
Uh, as far as engagement, I try. Well, I'm not going to say I try. I just keep it as organic as possible. No persona, no trying to like oh I got this, I got that, or whatever. I'm just an average dude. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm not gonna like make it seem like oh I'm this and I'm that or whatever. I'm just an average dude, and when it comes to conversation, I want to make it, make it like we're having a regular conversation, like we been knew each other, especially when it comes to peers of the same interest, rather it's Dragon Ball, games, anything. I just try to keep it as organic as possible.
Okay. And what are some of your memorable interactions you had with your viewers?
Memorable interactions. Ooh, I don't have too many really. None that really stands out. I would probably have to say when I Am Candy had rated me one night, um, which was pretty special because, like I said, I've been following her for the longest. Matter of fact, if I can remember, I was Candy's like 74th, 75th follower. And now here it is years later. She got like, I think like 30,000 followers now, 35,000 followers
Ooh.
now.
On
Ooh,
Twitch?
okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, damn.
yeah,
Okay.
on Twitch. Yeah, on Twitch. Because of course, when Mixer shut down, a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
everybody pretty much integrated to Twitch. And when she went to Twitch, like I said, I was like her 70 something follower. And that was pretty special to me because, like I said, she helped me through a lot, just by watching her. So to have somebody who I've been watching, who I felt like helped me, as a person, and like I kind of somewhat idolize in a way, admire in a way, to come by and raid me, that means a lot, especially with somebody of a big following as hers, because I done seen some people who small, then all of a sudden they blow up and it's like they're a whole different person.
Yeah,
They
we
don't
all
know
know
who
that.
you are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We all
they
witnessed
don't
that.
know you, know anything. But she didn't do that with me, and that was a really special moment for me.
And the good thing you spoke about that shit too, because like I said, I've been streaming for 4 years now. Well, be 4 years in the next couple days. And
Okay, yay.
thank you, thank
Okay,
you,
nice.
Yes.
thank you. And I met a lot of content creators, from when I first started, and then people started to grow and building their community, and then they'll start switching up. And that shit does happen. That shit really does happen. I'm like,
Mhm.
damn, you gonna switch up on me? I know
I
I'm one of your.
always
Go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say, I always wonder what kind of toll that takes on a person to have to craft a persona. You know what I'm saying? Because like streaming is already taxing. If you like
Mm-hmm.
I streamed more than I ever have in October, and I didn't realize how taxing it could be to be constantly streaming, constantly interacting, constantly engaging. So to be doing that as somebody else and not my genuine self, I couldn't imagine how fucking hard that has to be to like have to just be somebody else consistently. Like who
Mm-hmm.
I don't for like psychologically, I don't understand how horrible that has to be have to be somebody else and turn on this other persona every time you get in front of a camera. Like that's just crazy to me.
Mm-hmm. And it gets worse when they start getting getting like a lot of followers, and they finally getting recognized. They start switching up for the worse.
'Cause why would you want to do that to yourself? Like, why would you want to do that to yourself? Just to be, I don't know. It just sounds icky to me.
And then let me add on to that too, because let's say they switch their little fake persona or whatever, then they get recognized, they get famous, everybody knows who they are, then they get mad when they're known for a certain thing that they do. And it's like, well, you started it. You are
Mm-hmm.
your own problem. All
Mm-hmm.
you have to do is be your
Mm-hmm.
authentic self, and you want to basically code switch to somebody who you definitely are not. And you wonder why people are clipping these crazy moments and stuff with you. Look at what you're doing.
Mhm.
You're the problem.
Remember, everything you're doing,
Mhm.
everything you're doing right now is publicized. So everything you're doing is public. So of course, people gonna record, people gonna post shit, screenshot shit, You know, the internet, social media is a motherfucker too. So like, you can do something like 3-4 years ago, and people still find out about it, bro.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That shit crazy. Like, not everything on the internet would never go away on the internet. It would never go away.
Never ever.
Nope. You literally publicize what you put on the internet. So what you put on the internet is what you want out there.
Like,
It don't matter if it was 5 years ago. It don't matter if it's 10 years from now. What you do is what you do.
Like, not everything needs to be. Not everything need to be on social media. I don't give a damn what it is. Not everything don't need to be on social media, especially when it comes to your personal life to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember I saw a post on Twitter, right, about, I don't know if y'all know about Fat Boy SSE. Y'all ever heard of him before?
A little bit.
All right, so
I haven't.
okay, so he's like one of those funny people too, like a Drewski and stuff like that. And and he posted a video of him talking to his baby mother, his baby mom's, how her and their kids are homeless and they living in the shelter. I'm like, bro.
Oh, I did see that.
You seen that,
I
right?
did see that.
It's familiar now.
Yeah, because I reposted it on Twitter too. So it's like, bro, not every this shit should not be publicized on social media. You know, people on there are wild as it is already. You know what I'm saying?
So he was shaming her
No,
for being homeless?
No. Cause she was refusing his help because he got like a place and money to help her and her kids out. But she was refusing it.
Okay.
Like she wasn't telling him about the address of where the shelter is at and this, that, and there. I'm like, either way, it's just like that shit don't need to be on social media. It don't need to be.
It's like your personal business. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
they
something
get
you
mad.
tell your friends. Like you tell your friends or you call her family and be like, hey,
Yeah, that's what I would do. I'm like,
because if you really want to help and it was you that's the problem, you could always reach out to somebody that she trusts and funnel the help through that person. She never have to know the money came from you or the help came. Like if you really truly cared, you didn't have to be the one that she received the help from, because obviously she don't fuck with you for some reason and you only telling one side of the story. Because I wish I would be in the fucking homeless shelter with my kids and I'm not accepting help from somebody. It's something you did to me that made me feel like I can't accept the help from you. And obviously it is because you posted the shit on the internet to try to make me feel bad about it.
To add on to that, because I actually did come across that story and I did follow up with it a little bit, and I think they done posted it too. He was abusing her, and he was abusing her so bad, she put the pictures of the bruises and stuff, and she even put the call records of when the kids was calling 911 because he was beating her so bad that the kids got so scared that they was calling 911.
See?
Exactly.
There's always a backstory. It's never just this happened out the blue. There's always a backstory somewhere.
Exactly.
And he done blew the spot up on himself by putting too much shit on social media because of course people's gonna start asking questions because that just don't make sense unless you did something, which you did, and you have told the world essentially that you're a fucking abuser, and now you have irreparably damaged yourself. And I'm glad that they outed themselves because it's too many people who be crafting these personas online and they really be terrible fucking people, and people be so they get in their corner so quick because of their persona, but in all actuality they're not good people at all.
And then they get mad when they get a public opinion after putting it on the internet. It's like, once again, you put out what you wanted and it backfired on you.
You literally put up a bulletin board and you was mad when people put their opinions on it. Like,
exactly.
That's what it's for.
And some of these people, these online people, they got receipts about the backstory. Like, just like what Mel said, there's always a backstory to this shit, and people had receipts.
So,
She held them too. She knew there would be a day
when
some bullshit was gonna happen. You're gonna try to defame me, lie my name. Let me tell you what really happened. Drop the bomb.
Exactly. Did y'all hear about the Lil Durk situation too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Lil Durk.
Did he get somebody killed?
And people are saying, like, if, because of what happened, Thug getting out, is there any hope for Durk? People, that's two way different situations.
Exactly. Lil Durk got arrested for murder for hire. Yes. He hired somebody to take out Fondo Rondo, which, however, did not get him. He killed Rondo's cousin instead. They're like, you paying all people to take somebody out, flying them out, paying for the hotels, paying for rentals, getting fucking ski masks. So I'm like, bro, that's just not smart. And you at the point where you at the peak of a good success. You making money. You're doing all these features with other artists, and you doing all this shit just to get back because to get revenge for your artist, for your brother, King Von. Come on, man, be smarter than that.
You ruined your life. You ruined your life.
I don't know what.
And then it's like, why would you deeply involve yourself in a murder for hire plot like that? That's what I understand about people with money, right? You got money because we all know that people in power do things like this. This is not a uncommon thing. People in power do things like this, but they funnel it through certain people. We still end up getting them caught up. But sometimes they don't get caught up. And if the chain is long enough to where somebody stop it and never mention your name and say that you had anything to do with it, then they just take the fall, or the person before them take the fall, or whatever. Why would you directly involve yourself in a murder for hire plot in the peak of your success in life? This is the most successful you have ever been in your entire life,
just to get back for a fallen friend. Did you say King Von for a serial killer? You ruined your life for a serial killer. Literally.
A serial killer. You ruined your life for a serial killer. Okay, like that is the most insane shit. Not your brother, not your little sister, not your mama, not your daddy. Somebody who was literally terrorizing his community and murdering people and leaving cryptic tweets about the murders.
Even in the songs too.
Ruined your life for.
Even some of his songs, he even says some certain shit too. You know what I'm saying?
That's who you ruined your life for. That is crazy. And I don't understand. If it's some shit going on and I need somebody to come up hurt or missing, you are never gonna be able to connect that shit back to me. Okay? It's never gonna happen. Nobody's gonna be like, well, you bought this ski mask last Thursday. What the fuck?
You better go watch you every season. You better go watch you every season on How to Get Away with Murder, all them shows. Be like, just to learn the game.
And the people who was, and it was like multiple people that was connected to this shit. Something gonna be fucking what I'm looking for.
Somebody's gonna
informants.
Tell.
Yeah, informants.
You got too many people involved. You're directly involved in it yourself. Like, it's so many things, and it's like, bro, people don't listen to true crime podcasts and it shows.
Nope. It's crazy because once them detectives and prosecutors hit you with them numbers, motherfuckers talking. People talk. Them motherfuckers talking.
You give
them. Go ahead.
You.
Say it again.
It's not difficult to track you in what you do. Like everything we do leaves a print. It ain't gotta be fingerprint. Okay. It ain't gotta be
not 1960.
Exactly.
It's not 1960.
Your phone,
motherfucker.
Your social security, your bank account, everything that we have leaves a fucking trail. So when you do some dumb shit like that, you're not gonna get away. And with AI now, you're cooked, baby. You're done.
Your bank records, your transactions, all of that shit. Because why are you buying flights and hotels and what are you doing? Are you like, why are y'all so dumb? Why are y'all so dumb? And
he was trying
if this was 1957, he might have got away with it because electronic records are in their infancy. This is not 1957. It's not 1960. This is not 1975. This with all the serial killers was killing people in the 70s. This is not that. If you go too close to somewhere, your phone is pinging. If your phone is turned off, it still pings. It's still fucking ping. Right. People plug their iPhone up. iPhone say iPhone is still locatable, but they think you could go and kill somebody halfway across town with your phone in your pocket. Are you okay?
You're crazy.
And stop buying flip phones to cover for your real phone. Your ass still gonna get caught, baby. Them cell phone towers will ping.
Like they don't ping still. Like, are you okay?
And the crazy thing about he was trying to fly out the country, but them feds got him quick.
That's the most oldest trick in the book. Flee the country.
But he
a passport, dumbass.
Yeah. He bought multiple
still
flights.
Got on a plane. Why did you get? I would have bought all them flights and never got on a plane. No plane at all. I'm not getting on a plane. I'm getting in the car. I might ride a bike. I might be in somebody's trunk. okay? But I'm not getting on no
Smuggle.
fucking plane. I will get on a boat, nigga. Why you ain't get on a boat? Why
That's
you
what
ain't
I
go
was
to
gonna say,
somebody's
a boat.
island? Why are you not on a boat? You booked a bunch of plane tickets and then got on a plane somewhere. They like, well, he's obviously taking a flight. We just don't know where. Why did you get on a plane? You don't know nobody with a boat. You don't own a boat. Why do you don't own a boat?
I don't know.
Where are you going?
Some of these artists
Why
are
you don't
just
got a
not that
private
smart.
jet?
And
Why you ain't get on
Clearly.
somebody's private jet? Why you getting on commercial flights? You gonna ride first class to
Yeah.
fucking escape murder? Are you
Mhm.
okay?
It's crazy because like you have the peak of your career, you making generational wealth for you, your family, your kids, etc., etc., and you gonna throw all that away for, like Mel said, a serial killer who did that upon himself. You know what I'm saying? Who like he had consequences and stuff like that. So it's like, fuck. Well, it is what it is,
And the
though.
fact
Bro,
and the fact that they be snitching on themselves and they, records and stuff, it's like, first off, you over here rapping about what you doing, but you over here trying to flee the country and stuff. Like, that's not even true. Good job. Great job. You're so
Yeah.
smart. That's one thing I love about y'all. It's like, y'all so damn stupid. Y'all put it in y'all songs. Y'all have it everywhere.
And
Y'all have
that's
y'all
why-
location on when y'all post on Instagram. What do you expect?
it's cause they be banking on the fact that so many people make music and the shit they be saying, they
See.
don't actually be doing it.
Mhm.
But it's like, you think that the government can't tell the difference between the shit that people be saying that they don't do and the shit that people be saying that you actually be doing? You think they don't know the difference? You talking about the fucking government. If they want to know something, they gonna find it the fuck out. Like,
Mhm.
that's
And it
crazy
won't
that
be
you
hard.
that they can't figure it out, that they
Exactly.
can't put case files together from your city and look at time periods, like, and put two and two together. Like, are you what's not
And not-
clicking in your head? Yeah, you could have Rick Ross talking about murdering people. We know he not fucking murdering people. He used to work in fucking law enforcement. We know he's
Yeah.
not murdering people. But I bet you if he did murder somebody and rap about it, the government is gonna be like, oh, he's talking about murder. Let's
And
see
not
what the
only-
fuck Rick Ross been doing.
And not only the
Right.
government though. Remember, your own people be snitching too. Like, they out here writing just to say they own asses. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Like, you
main
think
point.
nobody's tapping shoulders? Like, hey, bro.
Right.
So I know you specifically. I know you've been selling weed. So you want to go to jail, or you want to tell me what old boy been doing for the past 10 years? They gonna
Right.
tell.
Mm-hmm. I'm saying like you got so many people that's involved in this shit. There's gonna be one or two people that's gonna tell, trying to save their own asses, because niggas ain't trying to go to jail. They ain't built for that shit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
grew up watching First 48, Forensic
Mhm.
Files,
Mhm.
True Crime all the time. All that shit. I be watching all of that shit. I don't understand how the information is out there on how people get caught. That just goes to show you, though, that people are supposed to get caught. That's just proof in the pudding that people are just genuinely supposed to get caught for the shit that they do. Because it's no way that it's all this information on how people have gotten caught doing things, and you just turn around and just do some blatantly dumbass shit like that. That just means you were supposed to go to jail. You deserve it.
In the public
You
eye
deserve
at
it.
that. Not even in
Want to know
private.
something?
No way around it.
Want to know something ironic?
What's up?
Of course, I do. I did everything in law enforcement, just about everything. I have a lot of experience on the correction side as well. Prison. Believe it or not, that's all they look at all day. First 48 shows where, like, with the airports with the TSA, like crime shows, that's all they look at all day. But yet they're confined. Y'all have y'all literally have satellite TV. Y'all could look at anything, but y'all rather look at crime shows 24/7. And what's crazy is that even on the jail side, because of course prison and jail is different. On the jail side, they'll look at it all day. Repeaters, like you said, you would think they would know how I'm getting caught, how this, how that, or whatever, and they still come back for the same shit.
That is
Maybe-
crazy, because
just don't care.
detectives will
how.
tell you. Detectives will tell you how they caught you. A
Mhm.
detective would be like, "This is how I found out about this, because you did this and you did that." A detective will flat out tell you how you got caught. Period. And I
Mhm.
don't understand how somebody gonna tell you, and then you watch crime shows in jail, and then you a repeat offender for the same thing. I guess they thought they got smarter.
You
That's
know
what
what?
it is.
Especially the
Or-
ones that be on probation or whatever. Them the ones right there. It's like, you already know your guidelines and you just fuck my life. I'm going back to jail. Why the fuck do you even get out? You might as well could have just committed your crime in your damn cell or whatever the hell you was at and just stayed your ass there.
It's just, or maybe they just like being in jail. You know, you get food.
I think
you
some
get
people do.
You get
Inside.
shelter.
I
You
think
get
so,
food.
too.
You get food.
I
You get
know some
shelter.
people like being in jail.
You know what I'm saying? Especially,
Mhm.
yeah, it be
It's
like
isolated.
But
It's
the
an
money-
isolated society,
that. Mm-hmm.
and you can make money in jail. People be in jail, paped up. Okay, people be
They
paped
sure
up
do.
in jail.
They be making the money, but I'm telling you, the money that they spending just on phone calls alone. Because sometimes I work on the officer side as well, and the
Mhm.
inmates, they will like buzz in and be like, "Hey, can you put this much on my phone or whatever?" There have been many, many, many days and nights where I would transfer over like $150, $200, and then within hours later, hey, can you transfer another $150, $200 to my phone? I mean, there's literally guys spending hundreds of dollars just to be on the phone.
I'm
That's
telling you,
crazy. I didn't know that.
prison is a
Yeah.
different world, yo. I seen it on
Oh, it
TV,
is.
like on TV, and then people post. I don't know how the fuck they post shit on social media via on prison, bro. Like that shit's still wild.
They be having tablets.
That's saying
They
prison's
be
a whole
having
nother
tablets
world.
and stuff in there.
They got insiders
Like-
and stuff, and you
like-
know if they rich.
But they have like they have like jail issued tablets now though. Like you can
Yeah.
have certain, and then like depending on the security of your jail, it's
Mhm.
certain things you can access and it's certain things you can't access. But
Mhm.
like if you got a tablet and you talking to somebody on a tablet, if you get, and even if you get them social media access, you're literally FaceTiming somebody on a tablet. You could be like, "Hey, put this on my Twitter for me," like, and they can tweet
Yeah.
for you. They can read you your comments because there's no, in a lot of jails where they have the tablets because it's lower security. It's no rules that say, "Hey, you
Mhm.
can't tell somebody to tweet for you." Like they don't
Mhm.
say that. So it's like they be just talking on the phone. They just be
Mhm.
chatting like they at the crib.
Either way,
Right.
I would never go to prison or jail. I don't give a fuck how sweet that shit is.
Never.
Minimum or maximum. Fuck all that.
No,
I need
no
my
way.
freedom.
No
Fuck
way.
that.
My
no way.
my specialty is lockup. I did 6, well, might as well say 8 years of lockup, and one of the most dangerous lockup in the country at that. Been through 7 riots. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised I'm still alive today.
You see, that's like
And I ain't gonna
working.
lie, I did some things where I'm not gonna lie, I did some things to where I did it just to survive because that goes back to what you was asking about how they get like a lot of the things in, especially with the shortages of today. Like right now, I know a yard right now where they have one officer per 600 inmates.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
Damn.
So
Oh my
if they-
god.
Excuse me.
so like the TikToks that y'all see of them playing like Madden on big TVs and stuff like that or whatever. Imagine being one correctional officer and you see inmates bringing in like a 60-inch TV. You gonna stop them? Hell no.
No.
No, I'm gonna let you.
Yeah,
Because
you
I'd
can
rather you
have
be
it.
playing the game and relax and chill out
Mhm.
than y'all to start
Yeah.
a riot and now my life is in danger because
Mhm.
y'all bored in
Yes.
here. I'd rather y'all be complacent. Yes,
Mhm.
I'd rather you be
Especially-
talking to your girlfriend and getting pictures and watching porn. Relax. Go ahead.
Mhm.
Because if y'all pop off, I don't want to die. Because
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
600 versus me.
Especially
Hell
for
At this point,
especially for those who are,
do you?
especially those inmates who have life in prison. What the fuck they got to lose? You ready to give them life in
Really,
prison with
yeah.
no possibility of parole? So basically, they dying in that bitch there. So it's like,
So they
Give-
don't give a fuck. What's one more person that they kill? What's one more person that they hurt? What's one more
Mhm.
thing they smuggle in? They never getting out anyway. So why would they give a fuck?
I
Mhm.
applied for correction. I applied to become a CEO twice, both in juvenile and adult. I didn't get in because of the psych evaluation. They never tell me why within the psych evaluation. I'm like, you know what? Thank God I didn't get in because knowing me, I will not survive in prison as a CEO. Fuck
Mm-mm.
that. No way. Not doing it.
The turnover rate is so high because of higher ups. Matter of fact, that's the reason why I left the prison side, because when I left the prison side, like I said, I did 10 years prison experience. 6 to 8 of that was lockup. And you would think they would focus more on the people who've been there the longest. Like when I first started in law enforcement, I was working around people who had 5, 10, 15, 20 years experience. When I left, the majority of the officers had at least 6 months to a year. And of course, they're younger. but they was so focused on bringing people in. Imagine working a job like that for 10 years and somebody who's coming in who's 18, their very first job, and they're making like $10,000 more than you because of a sign-on
Oh
bonus.
no.
No.
Yeah.
Oh
Hell
hell.
no.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Hell no.
we had a lot of people, and I was one of them. They bring on these sign-on bonuses, and they just forget all about the people who's experienced.
Who's
And plus,
already
a lot
been
of
there.
yeah, and a lot of the supervisors are very nasty.
Mhm.
Very, very nasty. We just had a jailhouse in the upper state. All of the staff quit because of the supervisors talking nasty to them. The
And I-
whole staff.
See, I saw this thing about a lot of
Mhm.
turnover rates in jail, and I was thinking about I forgot who I was talking to it about it with, but I was telling people like, because people always be like, well, the CEOs they so nasty, they so mean, but I'm like, think about how people talk to them and how people treat them. Like, of course,
Mhm.
if you're in a position of any type of power, somebody above you is abusing you. And you
Mhm.
have power over somebody else. A lot of people are weak-minded, so they're gonna take
Yeah.
that same mentality, and now they treating the prisoners bad, and they're being mean and horrible and terrible to these prisoners because they're being abused. So it's this trickle down scenario where you got somebody being a fucking jerk to you because they supervisor literally just pissed in their cereal and told them to eat it. So now they fucking kicking you in the dirt because they had a terrible experience with their boss, and it's like nobody is like penalizing these higher ups that's treating these people so
Mhm.
bad, and then everybody wonder why the prisoners get treated so bad because everybody's getting fucking treated bad besides the boss.
Mhm.
And
And
then
it's
when they say something
insane.
about it, they get ridiculed for it, or they lose their job, or it's this and that, or nobody
Mhm.
believes them. So
Yeah.
shit doesn't
Like,
get done regardless.
Yeah.
like how is nobody examining that? Like I just don't understand how you just bypass that, and then you're automatically then what you hear about is prisoners talking about how bad it is. And then, but then you see all these people quitting their job. You hear all these people who don't want to work in law enforcement anymore. They don't want to work in the jails anymore. And they are saying, I get treated like shit there, but we're going to bypass that. We're just going to be like, well, okay, well, you got a new job
Yep,
now.
hire more
Like,
Yeah.
people, increase that sign up bonus,
Mhm.
Right.
exactly.
cover it up.
Uh,
All right. back to content creation. I do have to ask this question real quick. Do you think that
Mhm.
content creators, streamers have a responsibility to address societal issues such as mental health, politics, social justice with the audience?
As far as it being a obligated responsibility, no. The only reason why I say that is because right now, and you could just open up Twitter, it's like everybody feel like they just know everything.
Everybody's an
They
expert.
just know everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody is an expert at something, and that's why I barely even share tweets, or or even if I do comment, it would probably be like something nice. Somebody's wearing something nice or whatever. But as far as like politics and medical issues, because everybody's a
Ooh.
senator, everybody's a doctor, everybody's everything, and everybody got to get the last word. I will only talk about what I know, but I will let you know, like, I'm not an expert at this. Yeah, even when it comes to me being in law enforcement, yeah, I'm law enforcement, but I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a judge. Don't ask me
Mhm.
about, like, what's the best thing to do or who should I talk to or anything, because I mean, I'm 14 years, I'm still learning laws myself because there's so much that's going on, and it's just so much happening where it's just so hard to keep up with everything. But yeah, at the same time, people expect some other people to keep up and know everything, and then when you don't know it or they feel like that you don't know it, they're always trying to one up you, and I don't have time to be arguing with nobody.
That's
Like
definitely
Keanu
a
Reeves
no.
said, yeah, like Keanu Reeves said, what he said, if somebody believe 2 + 2 is 5, let them believe it. I'm not
Yep.
even going to argue it with them.
Like you
For
got
real.
it.
Yeah,
You got it.
Yeah, when it comes,
yeah.
especially with this whole election shit, bro. I'm not gonna get into it because politics are very.
I lost so many followers over the past week, and I didn't even I feel like I didn't even draw too serious of a line or draw too well. I guess I did. I drew a line, but it was kind of like the reaction to the things that I said being like it's not even as crazy as I really could have took it was like I think people just wasn't expecting me to be political at all. I think they was not expecting me to have any type of political opinions whatsoever, which is kind of odd for me because I feel like I'm always putting my opinions on things out there for people to see. Maybe because I didn't do a lot of political tweeting or like retweet a lot of politics up until the election or something. But once I started tweeting about that shit, everybody was like, nah, bro, like we out of here. And I was like, well, really good riddance, because if I can't say what make me feel safe as a person, if you don't take kindly to that, then it's not nothing I can say. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even like super staunch. Like I will never say that I'm anti-Republican, because sometimes Republicans have good policy, right? I'm just anti-racism. I'm anti-sexism. I'm anti things that make me feel unsafe. And it's like I think people take that and they'll say, oh, you can't respect differences in opinion. When it comes to my personal safety, no, I can't. If it's literally just laws and policies and politics, yes, I can understand and respect your opinion, whether or not I agree with it. But if it's something that's going to harm me as a person, then no, I cannot respect that, because that's dangerous.
I mean, I really share political opinions with this election. I kind of had this shit like too, since I live in Texas, I was like, I don't know why people keep voting for Ted Cruz, especially when the freeze happened and we were out of power for 2 weeks. He went to Cancun. I'm like, I don't know why he's still even in the discussion or who keeps voting for him, and basically, considering the actual election, Trump is a convicted felon. And after that raid on, remember that
Capitol,
orders on the Capitol, but someone tweeted, and I agree. Let a nigga just take the knee on the football field, and the whole fucking world is exploding. But
the crazy about this man's a whole convicted felon, and he still became president. Like,
Diddy lawyers
because they
that,
didn't
right?
do his sentencing. They said that it's because his sentencing hadn't gone through yet. And if you have, and I don't know if that's true, but I kept hearing it's because he hasn't been sentenced yet. And I'm like, but if you've been convicted, whether or not you've been sentenced, if you get sentenced to 2 months, 5 months, a day, you still are going to receive your penalty for your conviction. So why does it matter whether or not you've been sentenced? You've already been convicted. Like, that's such a weird loophole. That's a crazy ass loophole, because sentencing can get pushed back for anything. Your lawyer could be having a baby and be like, hey, judge, I can't come in for the sentencing. Can we push it back to fucking next year? And the judge might be like, okay. And then you just out here roaming around until your sentencing date next year.
But that's the whole reason why Trump wanted to, like, I still believe Trump doesn't really want to be the president. He just doesn't want to go to jail.
Exactly.
So like,
what if he gets sentenced to jail time while he's the president? Do they push back his jail time? Like, do you wait until your job is over and then he go to jail in 4 years?
Yeah, my mother's a lawyer. She's got to explain it to me again, because she went through the whole thing about it. It's like,
okay, what she do? Yeah. I would like to hear that, because I'm confused by that.
It's like what she does, and like when now he's the president, and they still even though he's sentenced, they can his lawyers can try again, because they'll probably just put it on the back burner. And I think those lawyers are probably just gonna hope that okay, he became president, he did all that, yada yada yada. We can just ignore the sentencing. It probably won't happen like that, but she did tell me there is a way that can happen.
So you can push it back indefinitely,
yes.
So if somebody went to a deployment, you have to wait until their deployment is over. Well, no, because they got their own system in the military.
Well, you know what else though? That assassination attempt didn't help things either, because then it's okay, well, if I'm in danger out here, I'll be what does it matter if I'll be in danger in jail?
Let me say something. Have y'all ever got a bruise before?
Yes.
Yep.
How long did it take for that bruise to go away?
Days. A day and some change.
Varies.
Just a day.
Varies.
Okay. Have you ever got a bruise? Have you ever got a deep bruise, like you bumped into something real hard and your leg turned purple or green?
Yeah.
Yep.
How long did it take for that bruise to go away?
A few days. Yeah.
A few days.
Oh God, wow. Yeah. It took a while.
Okay.
Yes, that varies for me too.
Because when I bruise, it take weeks. for it to go away,
Yeah,
right? And I just
same here.
deeply believe that somebody who is in their 70s that got shot will be bruised for a very long time.
Mhm.
Somebody this color that was shot will be bruised for a very long time.
And that
And
shit
that
was
is just,
staged.
I'm not a medical professor.
That shit was staged. And people fell right to
Because-
it. People
Because he
fell right
popped
with
up
you.
like, yes.
Like, but let it be a Negro. It's a different ball game, right? That's
Oh,
all I'm
no.
gonna say. It's always fine unless it's someone our color.
Mhm.
Everything's
Oh my
fine until it's
God.
us, right?
And if you
My
guys,
mother is very fair skinned. She's fair skinned. She had a bruise on her forehead from a car accident. It took a year for the bruise to go away. A
Mhm.
year.
and call me crazy, but if you got shot in the ear, would it be a piece, missing piece part of your ear or some shit like that? If you got shot in your ear,
I was thinking that.
yeah,
Cartilage is
what
very it's
Mhm.
very slow to heal. So if you ever seen somebody with like a cartilage piercing, I got 3 cartilage piercings. It took each one a year and some change. And still to this day, if I tie my scarf or my do-rag too tight on one of them piercings, it starts to hurt. Because there's very little blood flow to the cartilage. Like you really don't have a lot of
Mhm.
veins or capillaries in your ears. So it like your earlobes are meatier, so they heal a lot faster. But up at the top where your cartilage is, it's not a lot of blood flow. So it's very slow to heal. It take at least 9 months to a year for a cartilage piercing to heal. So if you got shot and it blew off or damaged the cartilage, it's going to take at bare minimum 9 months to a year. Because if a self-inflicted wound with a needle where somebody's being very precise takes 9 months to a year to heal,
Mm-hmm.
somebody shooting you or shrapnel hitting you or something damaging you in a rigid format is going to take at least 9 months to a year to heal. Yes.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say this real quick. As Kevin Gates said, if you entertain a clown, you become part of the circus. And Trump is a clown. And the people who entertain that shit is part of his circus. And that's how the fuck he won the election. I swear to God, that's how it be. That's how it is.
Yep.
Like,
I'm gonna use my glitch as cheers because if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say.
What did Dave Chappelle say when he was at the poll the last time when Trump
Oh.
became president? He was like, this dude was like, man, Trump's gonna get up there to Washington. He's gonna fight for us. And Dave was like, you dumb motherfucker, nigga. You're poor. He fighting for me.
You're poor. You're poor.
Wow.
Exactly. He did say that. He was like, me? Good. His policy, he's like, if we're talking about actual policy, yes, it's going to benefit me very well. You, it's not going to benefit you at all. You're poor. You don't have no money.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know, like, whoever voted for Trump, bro, is fucking wild to me. And people was like, people was really depressed, like really depressed the next day. Like, bro, it's not that fucking serious. I mean, for me personally, it's not that serious because, you know, I gotta keep on going. Life is life. I still gotta go to work the next day.
That's depressing, bro. It's depressing.
I did have to take like a mental, health day because of like that shit, and like because like to really get to really commentate it. I mean, because like as some taxes are as someone who's a homeowner, taxes are gonna go up. It's like, damn, okay, now is the time to like make more money. Some other shit's probably gonna happen. You just like needed a day to really, especially someone who is in Texas. I'm like, hey, I'm not going into work today.
Yeah, like even socially, you got a bunch of neighbors. You live in a red state. Like even Michigan went red this year. You got a bunch of
I did.
You got a bunch of neighbors.
Y'all failed Eminem
because we haven't. It's been a minute since we went red. It's been a minute since we went red. You know, and theoretically, when you think about Michigan, outside of the very heavily black areas, when we talking about Detroit, Southfield, and then you got Flint. You know what I'm saying? Outside of these very heavily black areas, this is all red. And then you got the UP. That's all fucking red. All of that is red. So generally speaking, you have a lot of times where people will vote and will go blue because because they're rural and they don't make a lot of money, and so they end up voting with the Democrats because it's better for them economically, even though they might not have liberal social views. this election was very heavily influenced by social views, and that's the scary part, is that you voted because you socially are extreme. You're an extremist, and that's what's scary about this election. And I think that's what made people feel so bad about it, is because you voted because this was a black woman, and you would rather vote for this fucking psychopath than vote for a black woman. And that's scary,
Right.
especially being a black person. And if you are a woman, it's double scary, because now you know all your neighbors outside of your very black area, all your neighbors is dangerous. All this shit is dangerous up in here. You don't know where you're gonna come across somebody with these super right-wing views, and now you looking over your shoulder all the time. And that's the scary part about it.
It's
You know,
like
let me add something. Have y'all been hearing about this has been going around on social media for a while, but especially people of color have been getting these crazy text messages talking about you have been selected for a plantation or to go pick cotton, like
My
that.
mom- Yeah, my mom told me
I
about that shit
swear
yesterday.
that shit was so plotted. I'm like, someone had this shit orchestrated. Somebody knew already and had that shit sent out. And I'm just like,
Yeah, my mom told me about that shit
one of my
yesterday.
coworkers got it.
For the past year or so, lynchings have increased. There are a lot of reported lynchings. So think about how many lynchings that are not reported. Think about how many you haven't heard of.
A lot.
I
It's
keep
even
hearing
coming in
about
text
people finding
messages too.
people. See, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
I keep
Yeah.
hearing about people literally being strung up places. Like
Yeah, I
people
never really
are
got that text
finding
yet.
people strung up.
it's because
and
you
that's
have to look
scary.
it up. Like, especially anything pertaining to Black history. It's not like you really learn 100% about Black histories in schools. We're always learning about the white president, the white this, the white that. So it's not like you already get a lot of education about Black history. Anything pertaining to the word Black, it's like it's out the fucking picture. So they're not going to post all the stats and stuff on the internet. You have to go the extra mile and basically, out the ass to literally find it. There is so much stuff that goes unreported, because think about it, you know what's going to happen as soon as all that shit gets reported. We mobbing the fuck up. It's an army.
Y'all
War.
been seeing that people saying that your body, my choice shit?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard
That's
about
scary as fuck. That's
Yeah.
fucking scary.
it. People getting
That's
bold
scary
now.
as
People
hell.
getting bold out here. Shit.
All I'm going to say is fuck around and find out.
Oh God.
And that's
It's going to be
Yeah.
under 6 feet and some mo. So be
I
ready.
want to know. I want to know if the guy is still alive that had the sign that said "Women are property."
I
I
don't
wonder
know.
if he's
That's
still alive.
crazy.
Oh no, they got his
That's
ass
crazy.
outside.
Because that
Women
was
are
crazy that
property is
he.
insane.
It's crazy,
Yes,
bro.
and it was a big sign too. It was
No,
like one of
he
those
wanted
signs
that to
where
get seen because he knows he's
yes,
gonna
it
get
was
his ass
crazy.
That
sent
man
to
was
the
And he was
bold.
next
surrounded
planet.
and what was scary was that he was surrounded by so many people. And like that goes back to what you said, Mel, like, your neighbors, those could be those could be your neighbors. And they out here standing next to a guy that says women are property, which is crazy. Like you never really know what people outlooks and viewpoints are until weeks like this, an election week, which is crazy.
They
You
sure
that
showed
leads
their
me
ass this
yeah.
election.
Right.
that leads me to a question
Mhm.
for you. Working in law enforcement and
Mhm.
knowing the social implications that can have sometimes. Do you
Mhm.
feel that even if you have a coworker that may not generally like Black people, do you feel as if there's a camaraderie, a level of camaraderie that y'all have because of law enforcement? Like with that whole Blue Lives Matter thing, right? Do you feel as
Mhm.
if your coworkers value you more because you're their coworker, even though they may not value other people that look like you outside of that
Mhm.
space?
It's kind of hard to answer that question, and the only reason because of that is because back to like the shortage and like the turnover rate. We have so many people that comes in and out within not just like years basis. I mean like weeks and months. And when somebody first come in, new job, you got that new job high, you're gonna be showing your best. You're gonna be, whatever until time goes on, and then you start seeing that person true colors. I'll go out the way and say, matter of fact, I think it's been about a week, 2 weeks ago or whatever, we just got rid of a Trump supporter. and she
Damn.
was she was racist AF, especially towards Hispanics. I don't know what it was she had against Hispanics, but even, the ones who were, who are citizens, she would make remarks like the go back to the country thing. So we had to get rid of her. But when it comes to people like that, I've done gotten to the point now where I can't turn, like what they call it, like turn the shoulder or turn the blind eye or whatever. I'm writing reports, I'm turning you in, I'm doing all of that because
You're a sergeant now,
there's
right?
not gonna be there's not gonna be no situation to where I go out on the field with you and I'm not even gonna say biased, but you just racist AF and you make a situation more worse.
Yeah.
Like I can't do it. And there is, I'm not gonna lie, there is a lot of that in law enforcement, the turning the blind eye. Matter of fact, I think one movie that portrayed that so well, I don't know if y'all seen it, I think it was called Rebel Ridge on Netflix.
I heard of it. I never seen
The
it.
I've never seen
yeah,
it. No.
there's a female officer on there. And the supervisors, they just doing all kind of like
Wow, shit.
crazy stuff. Yeah, and she's turning the blind eye. She doesn't do the right thing until all the way to the end. Until, of course, the protagonist, he done pretty much got what he want, this and that, and the third. But all of that could have been prevented if she just stepped up and do the right thing. But I think she was so scared of like losing her job and this and that and the third, because it's no secret in law enforcement, there's a lot of politics. There's a lot of favoritism.
A
Corruption.
lot of corruption.
Yeah, corruption, pretty privilege. I mean, the stuff I done seen people come in who are like sons and daughters of like mayors and like senators or whatever, 18, 19 years old, and they putting them on contraband. Like a job where people who've been there for 10, 15 years, been wanting to be contraband for years, but yet all because somebody's coming in who knows this person, they're going to give it to them. There is a lot of that going on, and it's not going to stop
18 and 19-year-olds in charge of seized drugs and money is crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
And also crazy
matter
too.
of fact, our state just got rid of our cadet program. The cadet program is for officers who are coming in at the age of 18 to 21. And they can't carry weapons, they can't carry guns, they can't carry gas. There's like a bunch of stuff they can't do. But because of the turnover rate and people quitting is so high, they dropped the cadet program. So imagine a high schooler. Imagine a high schooler and their first job is a police officer or something in law enforcement. And I'm going to tell you right now, the high-end process is not what you think. A lot of the high-end process now is just like walking into McDonald's, filling out an application. Oh, you look like you can handle it. Okay, let's give them a job. The only thing they got to do is just pass the academy. And I could tell you right now, even the academy is the same way, because again, back to the shortages and the turnover rate. There have been times I've done seen people in the academy where it's like, it's obvious they're not fit for the job, but you can tell that they had got the call like, well, we need people, just go ahead and pass them.
And some of these police officers, they not psychologically ready for this job too. Like, they pass the psych exam, but yet psychologically, y'all not prepared for the job that comes with it. So I'm thinking to myself, like, how the fuck I can't pass this shit? I'm sane, but yet you got these motherfuckers out here doing some wild shit in law enforcement. I'm thinking to myself, like,
they put an academy. Oh, go ahead, Dre. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, like, how the hell they pass the psych exam, but when it gets to like the actual job to get into the field, they don't know how to act them themselves. That's all I have to say.
Because I
Mhm.
don't think that psych exam really takes into account the level of pressure that you be under in the actual job. Like,
Right. Yeah.
there's no real way to monitor that. Like, even if you take a psych exam, unless they put you in a high pressure situation and hook your brain up to some fucking electrodes, they really don't know what you're gonna do when you're in danger. And when you're in danger, that's when your true self come out. Your true when
Mhm.
somebody is it's me and you, that's when your true self is gonna come out. Cause the me is trying to stay me. I'm still trying to be here. So if it's between me and you gotta go. And that's when
Yeah.
like the shit really pop off. So if you're insane, you could be sane in all these other categories. But as soon as it's between me and you, that
Life or
insane,
death?
if it's there, it's coming out. It's coming out. It's
Yeah.
gonna show
That
its
fight or
head.
flight.
Yeah. And
Yeah, we got a
examining the
police
little
academy
things.
at my
Yeah.
old campus. So at my old campus, they turned the third floor and it used to be a dorm room, and it's not a dorm no more. They made it part of the academy. And I would hear, like, listening to how these instructors talk to these people in the academy is crazy as fuck. Okay. And everybody wonder, why do police talk to me so bad? Because people talk to them like shit. They be cussing them out. They be yelling at them. They be making them do like 500 push-ups in the hallway. They just talk to them so crazy. And it's like, duh, of course they don't have no fucking people skills. Look at what they have to deal with every day. Like,
Yeah, it's like
the
that's how
people be
they
talking to
train
them
them.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how they train
Yeah.
them. And it's
So why
Just-
would
it
they
shouldn't
have
be like
respect
that
for
but
you? And they think you're a criminal. So if you and just say you actually are a criminal, they really don't got no respect for your ass. Because if they're
Exactly.
a police officer and they're an upstanding member of their community and they get talked to like trash, what make them want to talk to
Mhm.
you nice? For what?
Mhm.
And just to add on to that, like I said, when I started 14 years ago, the field is just totally different. Like I said, when I first started, the majority of the field was filled with people who were older than me, who were seasoned. Right now, it's a bunch of youngsters. We just had somebody graduate the academy who was older, and they said a lot of the young kids that was in there now, they talking about, oh well, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and the stuff that they're not seeing is not what you think, as far as like, well, I'm going to try and change this, or I'm going to try and make this better. It's more like, I'm going to do this to this person, and I'm going to do this so I could get in a car chase, and I'm going to do this. And it's no stereotype. It's black, white. It's just a young thing, period. We have a lot of young people coming into the field, and they all of a sudden want to be like bad boys. They
I think
they
it's
see
just
that
Grand
movie
Theft
Bad
Auto.
Boys.
What you
Yeah,
gonna do
Grand
when
Theft
it comes for
Auto.
you?
Yeah, and we had cases like that. We had a case like that in a nearby county where an officer, like I said, he was just doing stuff just to start car chases because he wanted to be in car chases.
Fucking wild.
Yeah.
Fucking wild.
as I said, fuck around and find out, because you're gonna find out that sometimes being a police officer will get your ass killed. You're gonna be the next officer on the damn news with
And
somebody
that's-
mama crying.
Mhm.
And that's why a lot of the older people are leaving the field now, because not only that, a lot of the young people that's coming in,
They're more reckless.
you already can't tell them nothing, and they feel like, just because
Get in
they know
uniform.
somebody, who's been in uniform, or they don't watch a couple episodes of SWAT or 911 with Angela Bassett or whatever. They know everything. They know everything. You can't tell them nothing. They're
And
unguidable.
these
You
are the
have
people that Cheeto man,
Mhm.
the Cheeto is trying to get him immunity. These are the people, y'all, not real seasoned police officer. 13-year-olds that grew up playing Grand Theft Auto and watching Bad Boys. That's who gonna get immunity.
They coming in for the action. They coming in for the action.
Hell
They
yeah.
literally coming into the field for the action.
Mhm.
And not to
Mhm.
mention,
Dear
I want
Lord.
to say that it's crazy because this is the generation that sadly is gonna be our nurses, our doctors. Like this, we're fucked.
Mhm.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna say. We're fucked. I am
Alright,
scared
but-
of the younger
Mhm.
generation because you can't tell them shit.
Exactly.
They go to
Yeah.
they literally go by what they see.
Mhm.
It's not gonna be like the show Scrubs. I promise you that. Okay, it's not gonna be like what you see on TV. That
And the older
them hot
generation
girls
was
get
worried
different.
about us. That's what's crazy. They was worried about us. It's not us you gotta be worried about. It's the people under us that you gotta be worried about.
Exactly.
They are the real problem. You were
TV
like,
shows.
everybody thought Gen Z was gonna save us. Gen Z is not gonna save us.
It's fucking
They
us.
are lazy, unmotivated. They are crazy. They the ones that want to get into police chases and shit. Gen Z is not gonna save us. Mentally, they're in a very different place. They do have a very unique perspective on things, but that is sometimes to everybody's detriment, to be honest.
Because all the show, all
And
the
it's-
TV, I'm about to say, all the TV shows we watching, all the movies, these reality TV shows, even the reality TV shows got these motherfuckers fucked up.
Especially
These
the
reality TV.
shows.
Exactly, like if you watch like
Yeah.
Zeus Network, now that's reality TV. Like all them
Ban
all-
Zeus.
Zeus is the
Ban Zeus
fucking
Network.
Zeus is the worst, and I gotta explain this why. Zeus is worse because you see most of them shows, they out here fighting every single episode, every show you
And
know on
drinking.
Zeus, drinking.
Mhm.
Smoking.
Well, most of the fighting, it's most of the fighting. Like every episode, he fighting like every 30 minutes. Like that shit lasted 30 minutes. Like who the fuck is fighting for 30 minutes? Y'all
And the
arguing over this
sad
dumb
part
shit.
is when they're fighting, it will literally be with someone who they were just cool with 2 seconds ago. 2 seconds ago, out of
Exactly.
nowhere, she or he says one word, and y'all at each other's throat, calling each other a bunch of bitches and hoes and raggedy this and that. Next thing we know, y'all pulling hair.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Weren't y'all just cool?
I find it very sad when, like when reality TV was kind of like somewhat getting real like popular, like when Flavor of Love and all that came out,
Mm-hmm.
and they start fighting. It's like they immediately like jump in to like pull them apart or
Immediately.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But now
They did not
it's
play that
like,
shit.
okay, we're gonna let y'all fight
Go
it
ahead.
out for like a good 10 seconds, then we're gonna
Nah,
try
not-
and pull y'all off.
More
But
than
then
10
after
seconds.
but then after that, we're gonna let y'all go again,
And
make it
go-
seem like we holding y'all back, and then go back and fight again. Like I'm like, really?
And see, for
And
me,
also,
and me being a security officer, seeing this shit going on, I'm like, yeah, y'all not paying me for this shit. Y'all not
Right.
paying me for this shit. I don't give a fuck how much y'all paying
Yeah.
me. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. Cause he want to fight the fucking security guards too. Let me knock somebody the
Because
fuck
the
out.
girls will start hitting the
Yeah.
security. If
Yep.
a security guard grab a girl and she really want to get to another girl, a girl will go after security face and head until he let her go, and then she can get
Yeah.
back to the girl.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I can't deal with that shit. And I'm be like, yo,
Mhm.
and then like, and that shit still continues on social media. Whether it's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, that shit is wild. Because back on reality TV shows like with Flavor of Love, I Love New York, yeah, you'll see fights every now and then, but it's like you don't see them shits on a concurrency. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
with
Mhm.
Zeus, with the shows on Zeus Network, every single episode there are fighting within. Just like I said, they may be cool with them for like a good 2-3 seconds, then you fight them. It's like, bro, like what's going on here? What the hell happened?
I hear when that shit happens in a club. That shit happened to me 2 weeks ago. But
They had structure in them older TV
No, they
shows
do.
though. Them
Exactly.
older-
and they will send your ass home for fighting too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
These
Yep.
two girls knocked over our started fighting, knocked over all our shots. When we just looking like,
Wow.
I kicked them in.
what we got to do with this?
And don't get your money
Wow.
back at all. Just
Exactly.
shots
No,
gone.
Nothing.
we didn't. No,
Mhm.
because the security guard was gonna take them out. Like we were like, come, bring him back, Open up your purse. This is what we had. We got the credit card, and we made him pay for
No,
it.
for real. For real.
Mhm.
That's real. But like the older reality shows, they used to have like challenges. They used to have activities. They used to be
Mhm.
doing stuff in the older reality shows. It wasn't just, oh, this is just your life day to day. You get up, you fight, you eat, you go to sleep. It wasn't like that. It was like,
Exactly.
okay, today we going on a picnic. Today we about to do this game show. We about to paint today. We about to they had literal activities that they was doing. And then
Mhm.
some shit might pop off in the mix of them doing these activities, or they would go to work. Oh, y'all about to go run a McDonald's for a day or something. Like it would be shit like that. And then if the drama, but you just letting them sit on their hands all day, or that's like Jocelyn's Cabaret and they go be strippers all day.
They
It's
can't
nothing.
dance.
It's yeah, you're not even training them to dance. Like I could see if you were like, okay, y'all going to dance class in the morning, and then y'all gonna go to learn how to talk to men in the afternoon, and then you go to work, like something like that. It's no
Mhm.
structure. It's just bullshit, and then they end up
It's like
fighting
Black
because there's
Ink.
nothing else to do.
And I watched
That
those
show,
shows. I watch those shows too, due to like, because I have a streamer that like plays it on her streams, and I'll be watching this shit too when I'm at work. And I'm telling you, the Jocelyn thing, the cabaret, these motherfuckers can't dance, bro. Like, they do more fighting than dancing. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, what's the point of this show then? Y'all just fight. Y'all can't even dance. Like, one gotta like, I remember one of the episodes, right? Somebody punched this girl in her eye. She have her eyes like swollen, and she's still dancing. Still dancing. Oh my God. With a whole swollen eye. Like, girl, you don't put an eye patch on, put some sunglasses on. Like, nobody ain't trying to see this shit. Like, you don't even look cute at this point. You look crazy.
Eye patch is crazy.
Like I said, the same thing about Black Ink. They do more drama and fighting than they do with tattoos. You only see like 1 or 2 tattoos, and it's only for like 30 seconds. Other than that, you see them cussing each other out, sitting at a table acting kumbaya. One person say something, next thing you know, balls getting tossed across the table. Where the tattoos?
I hate that. Because Miami Ink used to be all tattoos.
I want to see the art.
Miami Ink would be all tattoos and this much drama. All tattoos and a little bit of bullshit. That's it. I want to see the tattoos.
I can deal with that.
You know what?
It's more about the art of the tattoos than it is about the side issues.
You know, I used to watch a lot. I used to watch a lot of Love and Hip Hop back in the earlier days. Now, Love and Hip Hop now is just like, y'all fighting for no reason. Y'all fighting for no reason. Somebody took your man, or you took somebody's girl, and blah, blah, blah. It's like the same shit every single season. Like, bro, Young Jock, for example.
Even Love and Hip Hop used to show people, oh, I got a job. I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to be an entrepreneur. It would show them like hustling or doing something like.
Oh, stripper trying
to
be a
basketball
rapper.
Wives.
Or a stripper trying to be a rapper. Exactly.
Like, what the fuck? The only person that really successful out of that shit is Cardi B. Everybody else, trying to be a rapper or a singer. Damn y'all can't rap, y'all can't sing. So, like, what the fuck y'all doing on the show?
She was already on the track to being famous when she got on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, she manifested it too. She was already on it.
The only person that really became
all
successful.
Love and Hip Hop did was help her fix her teeth. That's it.
Yeah,
she had them teeth when she first got on there. She got that Love and Hip Hop check and got her teeth fixed. That's it.
Yeah, it's just the reality TV show is not the same anymore. I can't watch reality TV shows no more. I mean, I can. I just watch clips every now and then. That shit should be funny because it's mostly like fighting. It's like, who's trying to watch this shit?
All I watch is anime.
Yeah.
And scary movies.
I'll tell you one I cannot stand. That red balloon popping one.
Oh God.
I cannot.
Dre love that show. He be watching that. He be watching that on what's that Wednesday, Dre?
Nah, I watch it on Thursdays because Wednesdays every new episode.
It's Thursday, okay.
Yeah, I watch it on Thursdays because every Wednesday's new episodes.
But yeah, they life together, go get them some money.
Babe, let me tell you, the person that's on there trying to find love barely walks up.
Is it staged or is it like?
No, it's real.
It's real.
It's real.
It's real.
No, it's real.
It's real. The girl Arlette. I think that's the realest one. Like the host, Arlette, he's the realest one out of all of them that does the pop the balloon and fall in love. Like she shows like the realest shit. Everybody else, that shit is fucking foolery.
The part that gets me about that show is the person that is on the search to find love. They barely take one step into the camera and then damn gunshot, it's fucking crack. What we doing? Right. You don't even know the guy or girl.
Like, I didn't like your shirt.
Like, what's wrong with the shirt?
You didn't like my shirt, bitch. You can literally dress me. You can literally, like, men and women both. That's what pissed me off about that show the most. They be like, I don't like your shoes. Bitch, take me on a date and tell me you don't like my shoes. So tell me what kind of shoes you like. It's not like you said, oh, I didn't like your toes. Your toes look crazy. They doing the crip walk. You said you didn't like my shoes, which means that my feet are fine. You don't like my shoes. I can wear any shoes.
Exactly. And that's an easy change.
Yeah, like,
and not to mention, you're going on a show to find love. Bitch, it's not the first date.
Exactly. Like, I understand it's dressed to impress, but sometimes
even
like,
in the first date, that's not a personality flaw to dress bad. You can upgrade somebody's style very easily.
Exactly. It's not that hard.
Very easily.
It's not that hard. Like, oh, I don't like your shirt, or I don't like them pants. The pants too tight, or them shoes too damn big, or I don't like your haircut. Your lineup is uneven, or your beard is uneven. Like, alright.
And what was that one we watched, Dre, when dude complimented on that lady's shoes or whatever, said her heels looked like it was squeezing her feet or something? He did her wrong. I was like, wow.
Man, it kind of was though. Like
It
them
was
shoes,
bad.
them, her feet was coming up them shoes now. Coming up them hills, like
She might not have known that them shoes was not good for standing in, because we don't know how long they was standing
Yeah,
in before they started
sometimes
waiting.
we
It's
find out
multiple, so you could put on a pair of shoes, wear them around the house real quick. They feel fine. They look fine. It's nothing wrong with them. But by the time you get to your venue, your feet done swole up. They squeezing you. You need to sit down. And it's like, to know that and then still be like, oh, I'm about to pop this balloon because of something like that. Like, that's silly to me. Like, you're not even waiting for the first thing to come out their mouth. Like, you didn't even hear their voice. You don't even hear the things that they like. You don't even know anything about this person, and you already have popped your balloon because you don't like the color purple on their skin tone. Well, all you would have to do in real life is say, baby, I think you look better in blue. Like, that's all you got to say, especially to a man. If you tell a man something about his wardrobe, he gonna switch that shit the fuck up. A man does not really care. If a woman tell him that a woman that he's interested in, if a woman tell a man and he is very interested in her, he is basically gonna let her dress him. He don't give a fuck. It's not that deep to a man. So for them to be like, I'm about to pop this balloon because your ankles is out. Are you okay? You might be missing out on the man of your dreams because you didn't like that he wore ankle cut pants today. That's stupid.
Exactly. Now, if a man said that shit to a woman, she take that shit very offensive. Like, she'll take it personally.
Yeah, the women on that show do not handle rejection very well.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't.
They be like, no.
It's bad.
Like, you know how, like, if a man searching for love, then gets a lineup for a woman, and, a woman reject him for whatever reason, they don't like that. Okay, they just brush it to the side. And that was the other way around. I wouldn't be like, no, I don't like him because of, his head shape is blase blah, or he looks gay. Like, bro, that shit was dope. One episode, this bitch was disrespectful. Talking about, how this man looked gay, how the way he dressed. I'm like, yeah, come on now. Like, what?
I be seeing the men, they be so nice. They be like, you're a very beautiful woman. I just don't like ABC, or they be like, I don't think that we get along, or you don't get out enough. Like, they be trying to be nice. The women be like, you're dusty. Your hair's uneven. Like,
yeah.
No, the women are ruthless. Like, I try not to laugh because I know it's rude, but low key, it's only funny because they've had that shit to say since they seen the person. They just waited for their moment to strike.
Right.
yeah.
They waited because they knew at some point they might pop that damn balloon and have some shit to say.
And the fact that these people really fly out to Arizona, that's where like the show it shoots. They go fly out to Arizona to go to the shows. Like, bro, that shit really crazy. I would not pay X amount of money to fly to Arizona to be on the show to get rejected.
Yeah,
Possibly
the show
to possibly be rejected.
Yeah,
And
but like
get
the show would have
embarrassed.
to come back to like the town that I'm in, because like you're gonna, if like that means like the other person's probably not from where they are too. It's like, how does that even work?
They be saying that. They be from different places sometimes, and they be like, well, are you willing to travel? I've seen that multiple times on that show.
No.
I'm like, no.
Or the person will be about to move to Arizona. Like, it'll be like they'll be local people, and then the person that they dating will be like, well, I've been thinking about moving out here, so that's why I came on the show.
And also, too, if y'all ever watch the catch-up specials on the Pop the Balloon, when they actually get a match, when they when they get a match and they talk about afterwards what happened, that shit even more funnier, because sometimes even when they match on the show, that after the catch-up thing, it'd be all batshit crazy. Because like, have y'all been on any dates? No, we haven't been on a date yet because blah blah blah. It goes all distance or talking to another person from the show, and what else? And this person is cheap and this, that, and the third. Like, you gotta watch the catch-up specials, bro. It's even worse than the
Oh my god, I'm about to
balloon.
watch some of them.
Yes,
I'm
you
gonna
gotta
watch some of the catch-up specials.
Yes, like you've been on like one of them. I think I watched one of them, and the guy said he went on a vacation with this girl. I'm like, girl, like a girl that's a friend, or like like my ex-girlfriend. I'm like, oh damn, that's wild.
Went on the show?
No, I guess an ex-girlfriend that wasn't on the show. I don't fucking know. It just wasn't her. It just wasn't the person that he was matched with. Let's just say that. So it's like,
But
that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all go on this
Calls
show
out.
to find love, and then all of a sudden, y'all don't go on y'all date because of X, Y, and Z. So it's like, what the fuck y'all on the show for anyway? You just be on the show just to get exposure at this point.
Literally,
Yeah.
no, that's what most of them do. And
Mhm.
if you notice something about the show, a lot of them are people who have already been on previous episodes.
yeah.
So most of the time, it's the
Mhm.
same damn people. Even
Mm.
with your TV shows like Big Brother and all these other shows, most of the time it's returners. That's
Mhm.
what thrives television and stuff now, or social media or whatever. That's what thrives everything.
And when you
Bring your
do-
vets and returners back.
And as the saying
Mhm.
goes, when you do get exposed, you better have something to show. That's at that
Yep,
point.
show and tell.
Mm-hmm.
I think I seen one of them pop the balloon shows where the man was like advertising his pies.
Yeah.
And then they was like, all you did was talk about your pies.
I
And
said-
then the shipping on the pies is like $50. Everybody was like, we couldn't even order the fucking pie because the shipping was so high.
That's actually a valid point.
I mean, shit.
They're
And it
not
was like,
wrong.
I was curious about the pie, but I didn't want to order it because the shipping was too high. And all you did was talk about these pies, so I wanted one, but I couldn't even get it.
I know what episode you talking about. It was one of the reunion specials too. I'm like, yeah. Boy, it's like y'all niggas out here for exposure
He
at
was
this
like-
point.
He like, we're working on that.
These
Well, we
people-
working on that. Not fast enough play. I'm in California, so you're gonna have to knock that down two
Because
times
if
the
you
amount.
gonna get on a show that you know people gonna see and you selling something, you should already have that together. Especially if you make that the
Established.
focus of your whole entry to the thing. Your whole focus is the fact that you sell pies, but you're not equipped to actually sell people the pies. It's crazy.
Mhm.
Like what
Fuck
was your
love.
point?
At
You
this
just
point-
wasted everybody's time.
At this point, he's like, fuck love. Let me just sell these pies. Let me advertise my pies real quick. Fuck
Well,
love.
listen, it be like that sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. If that's your chance to publicize your stuff,
Oh God,
I
just get
mean-
the bag.
Yeah.
All right, so Donna, I gotta ask you a question real quick. We got so
Alright.
we got so off track for.
yeah, say I
longest-
do have a couple of questions, but I'll let you ask
Yeah,
yours
yeah.
first.
All right, so so do you think
I feel like
that?
that's okay though. I feel like that's natural.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
makes our podcast natural.
Yeah,
Mhm.
indeed. So, do you think that streamers and creators have too much influence on the audience, especially the younger viewers?
Depending on the streamer, yes.
Say it again.
No.
Depending on the streamer, yes. Depending on the streamer, yes.
All right, so
Definitely, yes.
all right, so let me give you some examples. I Show Speed, I Sinat, Aiden Ross, just to name a few.
Yes.
Aiden Ross
they
is a terrible
defi-
human.
They
Yeah.
definitely do.
Let's not get started on that one.
I'm not gonna lie. Kai Cenat, for example, I think he's getting a little better.
Yeah.
I haven't really
He
started
is getting
watching
better.
him until the when he started playing the Souls games.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just a couple months ago.
Yep.
I still was seeing a lot of the stuff that he was doing because of Twitter. You can't escape it. If you're in the streamer
Yeah.
space, you're gonna come across Kai Cenat. He's going to somehow squeeze into your algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Hell
stuff that
yeah.
I was
Line.
seeing, the stuff I was seeing, I was like, you know what, this is not the type of person I want to like, whatever. Until he started doing the souls, but he really had lost a lot of credit with me when he did that jail thing.
Yeah, I said the
was-
same thing.
I was not feeling that at all. I'm surprised I even gave him another chance when he did the soul stream thing and some other stuff as far as like doing some kind things for people. So they're kind of somewhat, like growing up. I'm glad that they're getting better, but before it was way too reckless for me, and they was influencing a lot of the younger generation. There's no way.
Mhm.
Nobody cannot tell me that, oh, well, they don't make me do this and do that or whatever. They may not make y'all do it, but they influence y'all to do it.
Influence,
Yeah, and then y'all
definitely.
choose to
sure.
do it
Yes.
and make
I
rational
think them older
decision.
people he been having around him, like hanging out with like Snoop and
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah, he had
like
Johnson
all
at
them
one point.
older
Like
yeah,
Snoop,
like
Kevin
all them
Hart.
older people. Yeah, Kevin Hart. I feel like having them because they so experienced with the industry. I think that they've been
Mhm.
getting in his ear and they've been kind of like trying to guide him,
Mhm.
especially with him being like a young black man and having this space and having all this popularity and making all this money. I think that his camp kind of changed because
Mhm.
he was just surrounded by like his friends and stuff. So
Yes,
like
man.
the people that's been around him, yeah, since the people that's been around him since he did the Soul Stream and he's had them commercials and he did all of this, you know what I'm saying? I think his camp has been like, hey, like getting in his ear, and I think that's been helping him a lot because you could tell like even the way that he interact with people is a little bit different. Like he seemed to
Yeah.
be getting like kinder, like he seems to be getting like you said, more
Mhm.
mature.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Two
That's why I
two
like. That's
things
why.
that
Yeah.
oh no, I'm sorry. Two things that kind of like really made me give him another chance after that jail stream that he did. Um,
I'll be right
one
back.
recently when John Cena had came on, and I've been
Mm-hmm.
watching
Mhm.
John Cena for years, not just inside of the ring, but outside of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And if you really know John Cena like that, he's when it comes to like business and seriousness, he may be
Yeah.
do all that
Mhm.
gimmick stuff, on TV and the WWE, but outside, he's that type person where he knows if something's good for him or not,
Right.
especially when it
Absolutely.
comes to wild and crazy. So I thought it was really big out of all the guests that he had. I really feel like John Cena was the one that really kind of showed like, okay, he may be growing some because John Cena, he wouldn't have done that.
Right.
Yeah, he's not gonna
Another
associate
one,
himself with no bullshit.
yeah. And another one that he did was another one recently. Was this recently? I think it was recently when he rated the small streamer.
Yeah. That was dope.
Uh
Mhm.
That was so
yeah,
dope.
that was really dope because he didn't even have to do that in the first place,
Right.
for
Right.
one. So yeah, he's been showing a lot of improvement towards me. So I really hope he don't drop the ball. I really, 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 really don't.
Yeah, I hope so too. Definitely hope so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think
But
it's one of the reasons why I've like loved RDC World so much because like they've never really done shit like that. They've seemed like even how big they've gotten, they really do seem
Mm-hmm.
like they're the still, the same group that was like, living in Mark's old parents' house, like still doing LeBron videos and shit like that. Like even though they've
Mhm.
become like gigantic, it really does seem like there's still that just same group of friends. So that's why I like really respect them. Like they're hella dope. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't respect Aiden Ross at all.
Aaron
Hell
Ross is a
no.
shithead.
I show
Oh,
speed. I don't know. I'm still 50-50 with him.
I don't. That's the thing. Like
oh.
these big. That's the other thing. These big streamers, I don't really watch them like that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, like Aiden Ross, like something happened. That's how I
No,
found out about him. Like I showed Speed, I had no idea who that was. I'll be
Mhm.
perfectly honest. I've never really watched them
Mhm.
like that. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, and another thing I applied Kasana on, even though I did voted for Kamala Harris when he declined to have Kamala Harris come to the stream, and he just want to keep it like like, hey, this is a place for
yeah.
content creators, not politics.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, even though, like I said, I did vote for Kamala for him to keep it, like
Yeah.
at that and
Mhm.
decline her. He had got a lot of respect from because it's hard for somebody, somebody like me, for example, if Kamala Harris all of a sudden just want to like come visit me and whatever, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna take it. I'm very
Mhm.
small. I'm not gonna say I'm desperate, but I know it's going to help. But for
Right.
him to be in the position that he in and to decline that says a lot. That shows that he has some type of control
Mhm.
over not just his channel but himself to know that, okay, you know what, I don't want all this politics stuff.
Yeah, I mean, for me,
Mhm.
I mean, if he did, let's
Mhm.
say if he did accepted that offer from Kamala, it probably could have helped her get the votes that she needed because Cosnet
Mhm.
is a big streamer. Let's be honest here. Like he could have
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
he could have helped her in some way. Like look at Aiden Ross. He brought in Trump. You know what I'm saying? And then, Joe Rogan
Of course he did.
brought him Trump too. Like they got million follow like over over 1 million followers over their streams. With
Kamala
Joe Rogan
Kamala's
and Aiden Ross. Go
her
ahead.
her campaign didn't target the social media
Yeah, I
fan
did.
base enough. It didn't target that young age group that we was just talking about where you're
Yeah.
getting
Mm-hmm.
influenced by things on the internet. She had a very high level intelligence campaign. Like she had like old school campaigning, except for the phone thing. Like she amped the fuck up with them phone messages and them text messages shit. But a lot of kids got blockers on their phone for shit like that. They don't give a fuck about that. Like that's just annoying to them. That's not a drive to make them go vote. It's just like, oh my God, I can't wait for this shit to stop coming on my phone. So like she should have, because basically Trump took over Twitter. He basically just took over Twitter.
Elon
Like,
Musk and all that.
everything. Yeah, everything was Trump on my Twitter. And I'm not even, I don't interact with Trump anything at all. So for all my fucking ads to be Trump based, she really should have came hard as fuck on social media. She should have bought so much ad space on social media. She should have bought all the ad space on Facebook, all the ad space on Instagram, all the ad space on Twitter. She should have went fucking crazy. With that $1 billion that she had. She really should have poured into the social media base that she because she would have made a difference there. And people are very impressionable on these platforms, so she did miss out with that. But like you said, if she had been on Kai, it probably would have helped her a lot.
And also too, like when she brought in Megan Thee Stallion, Gorilla, it's not a bad.
That was so awkward.
It was awkward, but it's like I understand why she did it, but it's like between like when it comes to Gorilla and Megan Thee Stallion, they could have picked the better songs to perform at those what's this called? I'm trying to it's a name for
rallies.
Rallies, yeah. Rallies. They could have picked a better song at those rallies, which was kind of awkward to play those songs.
Yeah, I do want to add to that too, because that's the part I was actually going to bring up. I feel like that's where she also went wrong on. You got to think, especially if you're like a woman of color or whatever, you got to think heavy on representation, because you know how we're judged right off the rip. You're bringing entertainers into politics. That's sometimes the merges don't mix properly. Now, Cardi, like if it's someone who's already political and they're a celebrity or a business person, that's different. Like I know Cardi B is on a political side. Like there's other celebrities other than Meg and Glow that you could have brought who are actually more about politics and can code switch. You got Meg over here twerking her ass, doing what she do because she an entertainer, and that's that's her persona. That's what she does.
And the crazy thing about that shit though, I watched the performance when she did that. That shit had no type of crowd reaction at all. I'm like, that shit sound dead. And then Glorilla, man, y'all could have picked better songs to perform at these rallies. Why the fuck did y'all pick those songs to perform at the rallies? It's not no young black people there. It's mostly like middle-aged Americans. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like Kamala's campaign should have went through and picked the songs. Like they should have went through their catalogs and picked the songs
exactly
themselves.
Like the execution was poor.
That's exactly. That's what I was going to get at. Like if you're going to bring entertainers, have the right set of songs that applies to the cause. Don't just have them performing shit they've already performed 2 or 3 years ago, or even just a week ago at a previous concert. Nobody's going to care. And once again, if you're portraying a person of color and that's the community you're representing, we have to fight harder. We have to represent much better than our opposites, of course, because once again, we're so stereotyped, we're so judged, that just made it worse, low key.
In reality, they really could have came up with they could have been some original music, to be honest. Exactly. They really could have just came up with the original song for the rally. Like that's what they used to do in the early 2000s. If an artist was gonna have something political going on, they was gonna come out with a song specifically for this thing. Like it wasn't no other song, or it didn't come from an album, unless it was like like a band that already does shit like that, already makes political commentary. But if there's a artist, back in the day, they used to just come up with some stuff for the campaign specifically. I don't know why they could have did that.
It was no originality. Like y'all just came in to sponsor y'all music.
Hotties for Harris is too easy. That's too fucking easy. You literally could have ran with that into the sunset, bro. Like you could. Like where's their marketing team?
And then her marketing team trying to like have something on Fortnite. I'm like, that's not a good idea either, because these are kids. They're not that old to vote yet. Like, what the hell having this campaign this thing on Fortnite for? These kids are not old enough to vote. I understand adults play Fortnite too, but it's like very poor execution. You know what I'm saying? And I understand
she should have got a character on Call of Duty.
Or like, do some marketing on Call of Duty. I bet it'd probably help her out too. Like,
Yeah, I just feel like her marketing team didn't really put their foot down the way they should have, and I feel like it's like they didn't really care because they, like I said, I'm gonna be honest, I already knew the outcome of this shit based off how things already were. So this didn't surprise me. It disappointed me, of course, but it also didn't surprise me.
Exactly.
Right.
But you still could have put up.
Old man Biden should have dropped out 6 months prior than when he did. Old man Biden should have said he knew he wasn't gonna fucking run for real again. He should have set his ass down, and she should have started campaigning at the right time. Like, she had 6 months in the hole when he was running around here bumbling and falling asleep and saying crazy shit.
Sleepy Joe, y'all told y'all.
6 months of losing people to the Democratic Party. You replaced the old man with dementia with a black woman and thought that niggas was gonna be like, oh yeah, I love the Democratic Party. They so smart. No, you got an old ass man
who was senile as hell.
Wandering away. He needed a fucking wristband and a leash so that he didn't wander away from people. Did you see? He kept shaking hands with the air. Why was he kept shaking hands with the air. Is he okay? I was so worried about Joe Biden. I'm like, do he got dementia? Do he got Alzheimer's?
That man.
Somebody come help him.
And then we had the debate
He's
against
not fit to be president.
And then when he had the debate with Trump, oh yeah, that shit was a wrap. Trump demolished him, bro.
Oh my God.
Trump
They talking about golfing.
First off, has anyone forgot when Trump called Kim Jong-un Rocket Man and stuff? Like, you should have knew how it was gonna go. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, that part was kind of funny.
Yeah. I hate how funny Donald Trump is. I really hate it because he is really fucking funny. He is funny as fuck, and I hate it so bad.
And I said it before earlier. I'm gonna say it again. You entertain a clown, you become part of his fucking circus. I'm telling you. This man is a clown.
That's why I laugh at him quietly.
It's his mouth.
Quietly. I don't even laugh at him on the internet. I laugh at him in the comfort of my own home.
Right.
Because that motherfucker is actually fucking hilarious. He's actually hilarious.
And one thing about Trump though, he'll tell you what he'll tell you. He don't give a fuck. He will say what he's gonna say. He don't sugarcoat shit or nothing. That's what people are really scared of. Really.
Yeah, as I said, it's his mouth.
It's his mouth. He talks his shit. He ain't scared to say it too. That's what people are afraid of.
That's why people like him, though. That's why people like him. They view the Democratic Party as very weak because they're more structured. They're more meek. It's certain things that they're not willing to say. It's certain things they're not willing to do. And Trump is gonna do whatever the fuck he feels like, and people support that. People love that. They're like, I want a president that's gonna just knock down some walls with a sledgehammer if he feel like it. And people, they fuck with that. Like, they don't care about composure. They don't care about intelligence. They want somebody that they feel is going to have action, that's going to be decisive, that's going to stand by what they say, and they going to do some shit. That's what they feel like they need. And he's the only person portraying that. Unfortunately, he's the only person portraying that he's gonna go get what the fuck he want. Fuck what you say, fuck what you do. He's gonna go get it because that's what he want. And unfortunately, that's what people are attracted to.
They don't care about the repercussions, even if it, harms us or whoever it may be, or even themselves. They don't give a shit. It's like, okay, you sticking by what I'm saying, but they avoid that. They don't care. What happened at the Capitol raid? All them damn rednecks and stuff that was up there all kumbaya, acting crazy, they sided with him. And what did he do in return? He actually basically said, I didn't tell them to do that. Yes, the fuck you did. Because how else would they have gotten that close? Let it be minorities. It's going to be bloodshed on the streets. Don't play that.
Shout out to the Republicans for Kamala, though, because there is a big group of Republicans who value the Constitution, who really did not fuck with that January 6th shit. They formed their own political action committee. They formed their own, they was doing their own advertisements. They was like, hey, I'm a staunch Republican. I am a fucking Republican. I ride for the Republican Party. But that shit that happened in January, I don't fuck with that shit. And for that very reason, I'm not voting for Trump. Like, I have a high level of respect for those people. As conservative as they may be, they are staying true to what they believe in, and they believe in the Constitution. So they not fucking with nobody that they feel is going to violate the laws of America, because they're in their heart, they're deeply American people, and they do not fuck with America being fucked with, regardless of who it is. So they like, nah, bro, we voted for the person that's gonna follow the rules, because this shit right here is just out of pocket.
Yep, it's like, you dead wrong. We don't stand for that. Like,
And I wouldn't be surprised if he pardoned them people that was part of the January thing.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
I
We
wouldn't be
know that
surprised if he
Matter of
pardoned
fact,
them.
I was just
They got
thinking
that
about that.
far.
The dude with the Viking hat.
Mhm.
I'm thinking he's probably gonna be one of the first ones out.
I mean, he out now, and I think he was out because he
Can
did
he
the Vlad.
pardon himself?
Oh, he's out now.
Yeah, he out now because he did a
Can he
Vlad
pardon
interview.
I think he's been out for a minute.
Yeah, he did a Vlad. He
Oh.
did a Vlad interview at one point.
Oh wow.
He was on Vlad TV doing an interview with
When
him.
Trump pardoned himself?
Yeah, I think Trump can pardon himself since he's the president or president elect to
Probably.
be. Yeah, he could do that.
So it comes with some type of power.
Yeah,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
once he become
Mhm.
president.
Ask your mom. Ask your mom, Cam. I need to know.
I will,
I
yeah.
need to know.
And you know it's more than just power, it's privilege when you're this and not
Mm.
this.
Yes,
Mhm.
Lord.
Yeah.
Every time.
I might say,
Every
Lex, you have a
time.
question? I knew you had a question for.
Yes, I have a few.
Okay.
So the first
Mhm.
one, Donnell,
Mhm.
what game have you spent the most money on?
It's between two. Recently wise, Zenless Zone Zero.
Villains Zone Zero.
I,
Okay.
I yeah, I love that game. I think one of the reasons why I do love that game because one of the characters that's on there, I connect with them a lot. Her name is Zhu Young. She's actually one of the security/police officers on that game.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was saying earlier, it's like when she's like not on duty, she's like this quirky kind of like like got a little bit of social anxiety as well. But when something like happens and she's on the job, it's like she's a completely different person and she's focused on that job, and that's me. And I just love her so much. As far as throughout time, I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those ones that Todd Howard was talking about. But every time when Skyrim be re-released, I buy it every freaking time. I
Me
don't
too.
know why. I done bought
Every time.
Skyrim. I don't know. I think I bought it at least 10
5.
times, maybe.
Oh my
Yes,
Air
God.
5.
every time. Every time. I don't care. I don't care. The strategy guides, the physical games. I literally got the physical games and bought it digitally so many times. So many times. There's not even no real big difference in them. It's all the only difference is that 10th anniversary, and that's it.
That's it.
I just literally paid $50-$60 just for something that says 10th anniversary in addition to the title. That's it. I just love Skyrim. I put so many hours into that game. If I could put
Well, I
the
want to say
hours in collectively,
congratulations on this new DLC that I can't play, that I ranted about
Oh
all
God, not this
last
DLC
year.
should have done. Not this
Congratulations.
Not this DLC should have done.
Congratulations.
Oh God.
Because
man.
I can't play it.
Yeah, that shit got you. That shit got. It's personal with you, huh?
Mel gotta live it through other people, sadly.
I just love Skyrim. I don't know what it is. And what's crazy is that when Skyrim first came out, I wasn't into Skyrim. I went to the midnight release of Skyrim. Shout out to midnight releases. This younger generation, they don't know what they're missing when it comes to midnight releases back then.
Exactly.
And it was huge. The Skyrim release was huge. You would think Call of Duty or either like 2K was coming out, and I didn't even know it was that big. I really didn't start playing Skyrim till probably like 2 years after it came out. And when I finally played it, I was hooked. I was literally hooked.
Mhm.
Skyrim is like my goat. Like
Yeah.
that's my shit. Like I'm like this close to going to go buy an Xbox so I could play this deal like this close.
Yeah.
You're on thin ice.
Mhm.
Hey,
I
make it
think
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
even
just
gonna
gonna
lie.
get the Rogue. I might just go get the Rogue because I was gonna get a Steam Deck, but I think I'm gonna get the Rogue because it's got better hardware. The Asus, it's like
Okay.
a Steam Deck, but it's different hardware. So I'm thinking just for this fucking deal.
I'm
I
not gonna
need
lie.
it.
I'm one of
I
those
need
type
it.
people where if I didn't have an Xbox, but now knowing that Microsoft owns Bethesda,
Mhm.
I probably would have bought an Xbox just because I know, and it could be something that's worth only like $10 or $20 that's not going to be on PlayStation, I will spend $500 on the Series X just to get that a little additional $10, $15, $20 DLC that's going to be exclusively on Xbox. I'm that type person. I don't know
That's how I
why.
feel
I've
about it.
always been like
That's
that. So
For me, regardless of me building a new PC, I would still get an Xbox just to play Gears of War E-Day and Fable, the remake of Fable.
Fable, bro.
Remake of Fable. Damn.
I
Can't talk that
love
word for damn.
Fable. Oh my God, I love
Fable.
Fable.
Mm-hmm.
So that means I need
love-
the Xbox anyway, probably.
Yeah. Or, I mean, I can play it on either Xbox or
Or the
PC.
handheld.
That too.
Yeah, I might go get that rogue.
I mean, I
gotta
could
do
play
it, 'cause I
either.
gotta play Fable.
I could play Gears of War or Fable on Xbox or PC. But I'm like, I'd rather get an Xbox just because. Just because.
Mhm.
Last time I played Xbox system was the Xbox One back in college when my friend had it. Other than that,
Mhm.
I'm mostly a Sony person. Like I mostly play PlayStation game.
Yeah.
Me too. Me
Like,
too. But
from-
Bethesda, I'm such a Bethesda fan, man. I'm a Bethesda fucking fan. Like, it's kind of sick, actually.
I'm kind of mad they didn't come up with They didn't bring Starfield to the PS5, which I played it on the PC. Don't get me wrong. I
I
just
think
wish
it's
Starfield.
coming. I think it is coming to the PS5.
Are they gonna
hopeful-
fix it?
Yeah,
they gonna
eventually it
fix it
will.
better?
Question. Yeah.
I know the Indiana
Yeah.
Jones game, the new Indiana Jones game comes out next month for Xbox and PC, but for PS5 in the spring.
Mhm.
But that's how they should do these exclusives. They
Mhm.
should just drop it later. Stop not dropping it at all for the system. Just drop it later. Nobody's gonna be mad if they gotta wait 6 months or even a year to play the game that dropped exclusively. But to be like, oh, it's never coming there. It's like, bitch.
You make it like a
Yeah.
time exclusive, like, all right, it's gonna come out for this
Yes.
gonna feel like a good
It's
6
gonna
months
come-
to
yeah, it's gonna come
6
out
months to a
first, yeah.
year, and then after
Mhm.
that time expansion, all right, after that time expires, then we're gonna drop it for the next system. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah, I don't
Right.
even agree when Sony does that. And and like you said, Dre, like I'm a Sony person. Like I love Sony. But I don't agree when they hold things exclusively forever. I don't agree
Yeah,
with
I
that. Like I just don't
Yeah.
think it's fair.
Like I feel
Well,
like
part of that's not on them. That could also be like the cooperating company. Like I know Square when Remake came out, that's what they wanted to do.
what game?
FF7 Remake.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that was Square's idea to make it exclusive. Same with like FF16. That's because hey, we're partners, so you guys get it first. Like,
Mhm.
Mhm.
if
I
you
think-
really wanted other consoles, then like we'll just talk. But
I think it's
whatever.
coming up for Xbox soon too. Final Fantasy 16. I don't know when though. They just came
Yeah.
out with PC not too long ago.
Really?
Yeah.
That's better than saying it's
Okay.
never coming out though. That's better than
Right.
saying
Yeah.
never. Because Bethesda is like, y'all never
Mhm.
getting this shit again, bitch. And it's like, bro,
just like GTA,
please.
just like the upcoming GTA 6 coming off for consoles for PS5 and Xbox Series. It is coming off for PC, just not
Guys,
when it comes up for console.
Guys, I wouldn't get GTA
Yeah.
for PC. I
I wouldn't.
already see I would see the bug. I can already see the bugs in it.
the bugs, and
But
then depending on what type of
GTA
specs.
got the RP servers on PC,
Mhm.
which go crazy anyway. That's
That's
something
true.
that you
Exactly.
can't have on console. That shit goes fucking crazy. Like
True.
that's
how-
some cool shit.
However, though, GTA RP is working with Rockstar now. They working with Rockstar now. What is
Oh wow,
Yeah, what's it called? 5M. That was the ones that
that's
run the
cool as fuck.
yeah, they're the ones that runs GTRP. So 5M is working with Rockstar. So
That's
Mhm.
sweet.
5M might be on the consoles too.
Yeah.
They
Oh
might
yeah, you
consider
got
it.
a point with that.
So it's the
T
GTRP.
Grizzly had T Grizzly and his team also been very vocal about working with Rockstar as well when it comes to the
Mhm.
role playing.
They bring that shit to console.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that shit gonna be crazy. If they bring GTRP to console, like on Xbox and PlayStation, that shit gonna be crazy. But it's
Mhm.
gonna
That
be a
shit will
while.
crazy.
That shit gonna be a while though. It's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
You're gonna wait for
Yeah.
a while for the PC version to come out for GTA 6 because
People
think
gonna
about it, right? The graphics in that game, the characters, the design. Imagine you gotta have some type of PC build that can handle all them aspects.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the mechanics and how the controls work with all the
Mhm.
actions and stuff. that's going to be a lot, especially for console.
The
Not to
databases
mention
are wild
space.
for RP. Yeah, them databases for RP are fucking crazy. All them different
Yeah.
things you could do. It's like they got like 20 different twerk mechanics. So if you got 20 different twerk mechanics, I can only imagine all the other shit that's going on.
That's why.
You
That's why I
have
was.
to actually like work in the game to keep the city running. Like if people don't go to work, shit doesn't work in the game. Like
Exactly.
that's crazy.
And I be saying to
And I
myself,
never-
like, go ahead.
No, I was saying I never understood that, and I actually like sat down and watched some YouTube videos of course, me being in law enforcement. I literally watched people be like real police officers and correctional officers, and they're on shifts. They got during doing pickups, doing arrests. They even have like the documents. The documents even look legit. Like, and what's crazy is that I find it crazy that a lot of these RP players are younger people, and they're younger people, like a lot of them, they don't go to college, they're working regular jobs. But yeah, y'all are literally doing real life work in a video game where y'all could literally be using that good in the real world. Like it's crazy. Y'all doing the same exact thing that we're doing, and y'all do it seriously. Y'all get on there like religiously. I mean, I find it crazy. And what's crazy is that they're probably late at their job, their regular job, in real life job all the time. But that RP server, they're gonna make sure they're on time. They're
On
in
the
that
dot.
gaming chair, 30 minutes before it's time to log in and everything to make sure that they updated, and it's just mind-boggling.
That's like
That is mind-boggling.
that's like a athlete, a student athlete. They be going to practice, going to the games on time, but when it comes to classes and their schoolwork, boy, forget it. They are bad at it. And I'm thinking to myself, like, as a student athlete, like, how is it so hard to focus on school, but yet when it comes to y'all sports, y'all don't play about that shit. But when school comes, y'all just play like dumb. Like, school is not that hard, to be honest with you. Like, people act like school is hard. School is not that hard. It's just it's time consuming. I could say that.
It's time consuming. Yeah, that's it. It's
Mhm.
time. But it's about what you want to do. It's about what you want to do versus what you don't want to do. Because I was one of them students. I would like require reading and shit like that. I would do it before I was told to do it because I knew the moment they told me to do it, I didn't give a fuck about it no more. I'm like, oh, you told me I need to read this shit. I'm not doing it. I'm never gonna do it. So I would read the syllabus and do it prior because it's something about me that for some reason, as soon as somebody tell me to do something, I don't want to do it no more. So I would be like, okay, I know I need to read these chapters, so let me read them first. And then by the time the instructor tell me to do it, I did it already, so I don't have to do it no more. And it's people, they don't try to figure out hacks and things that work for them because like you said, they want to play that sport, so they gonna have their ass in practice on time. They gonna make sure they at least get a C average so that they can play in the game. It's because it's what they want to do. So if they wanted to do well academically, then they would, but they don't have no incentive. It's the incentives. You get to play in the game. That's why you go to practice. That's why you know what I'm saying? You eventually, you might have a chance to go pro. You might get a chance to get picked up. You might have, you're going to have fun because that's your passion. That's what you like to do. But you don't get that same type of reward when it comes to your schoolwork. Just like your job. They're going to pay you. They're going to cut you your check anyway. It's not rewarding to you like getting on RP and making friends and being at your RP job. You don't feel that same reward system in real life as you do on the game.
And speaking about RP too, there are some positives, but sometimes there are some negatives when it comes to RP, especially if motherfuckers take that shit too seriously and start bringing that shit to real life. And I've seen that shit happen multiple times.
Yes.
When it comes to like relationships, especially relationships, shit gets too serious in RP to start taking it in real life. I'm like, bro, it's a fucking game. It's role playing for a reason. Like, I feel low
you can't date me in a game and date me in real life. Now, if you dated me in real life first and then dated me in the game, that's different. But the opposite way, because I don't have the things in real life that I do in the game.
Exactly.
I don't have the same shit.
It's just, I don't know. That's crazy for me, man. It's just,
No, that's insane.
I used to play
actually.
GTRP. I just stopped playing it now because I felt like it wasn't for me. And I don't like talking to people, and be on. And then
I
like
hear too many people say nigga in that, and I know they don't be niggas. I know they don't
exactly.
be niggas, and I hear too many of them saying nigga, and they be driving me insane.
hmm
I can't. I don't like it. I don't like it. And then they character be brown in the game and shit, so you just let it slide. No,
Yeah,
no,
Yeah.
no.
that
Because
person
if
could be
we
a
was
white
in real
person.
life, I would smack your fucking lips off. So no,
They be
no, thank
brown,
you.
they be chocolate in the game, but ghost pale IRL. Saying nigga.
Okay,
hmm
saying
Yes.
nigga,
Goodbye.
and you sound like some pale ass, pale
some.
Caucasian person. Like,
And you already know people can't cuss right either way. People can't cuss right.
right. And
Like
you
I seen
forcing it. You
is
forcing it. You
mm,
don't even be saying that shit in real life. You just get on RP and say it. Hell no.
What's that episode of Boondocks when Riley had that white teacher or whatever and he was mocking everything? It's like, oh, can a nigga borrow a pencil? Like, that's how they be sounding.
stop
Or like,
snitching.
can a nigga borrow for nigga? Is you gonna give it back?
That's what it makes me think of. It's like, it's not meant for you to say, stop.
hmm There's like
It
this
sounds
certain
crazy
like
in your
this.
mouth. It
mhm.
sounds crazy.
Like it's certain curse
Pause.
words. There's certain curse words that people be saying like, yo, that don't even sound right coming from you. Please don't say it again. Come
Like,
and just
don't-
laugh at you.
It's like when little kids be cussing and it don't fit. Like they
Mhm.
say cuss words that don't fit in the sentence. It's like that. That's what it sounds like.
Like I just laugh at them. Like I can't even be mad at you. I just laugh at you. I can't even be mad at you. I
especially
just
on
laugh at
video
you.
games, them little 8-year-old squeakers and stuff that be trying to cuss you out. All you can do is laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, mm-mm.
I remember one of the kids said I
Yeah.
gave him a pussy on Fortnite and you do. I'm like, huh? What? You get more pussy than me on Fortnite than I do? Okay, buddy. Go ahead.
Wow.
Go ahead. Let me know how that feels, buddy.
Wow.
I started laughing from the inside, bro. Like, I couldn't even laugh out loud because that
It's
shit
like,
was
dude,
just
there's a difference between coming out of one from birth and actually going into it when you're of age. Goodbye. Go to
Mm.
bed. You passed your bedtime. You got
Go
school in the
to
morning.
bed. Where's your mama?
it's like,
Right.
I guess more pussy in Fortnite than you.
I get. Not I get. I get. Let's start there. The improper grammar and
It-
structure
it's
of that
like-
sentence right there.
Like, what do you mean? Explain. Explain to me. What do you mean?
The crazy thing is, if I smoked, I would like really be trying to figure out how that shit works.
Yeah, like how that work? Like,
Right.
Mhm.
I would
I'm
have
like-
follow-up questions. Like,
I'm
okay,
like,
so
wait.
explain to me how this works. Tell me.
Right.
And what do you mean by that?
what do you mean by that?
How that shit work, yeah.
That means CPS need to be called. Because that's what that sounds like to me. You do stuff you
Okay.
shouldn't be doing, sir. That's a problem.
Where are
You
your
don't tell people those
parents at?
things.
Yes.
What do your private
Exactly.
messages look like, child?
So I'm thinking to myself. So
Mhm.
I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm trying to picture this. Like, right? Okay, I'm trying to picture this. You get a female character on a Fortnite, and you bang your TV,
Fortnite.
probably. Like that's how you get more pussy on Fortnite than me. Okay, buddy. Tell me how that
That's
shit feels.
disturbing.
It is disturbing,
That's
but
that's
hey,
disturbing.
Like, dude.
this is the. I mean, yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Shit, people weird.
I don't
Yeah.
like it.
I don't like.
Very.
I don't like it either. People just fucking weird at this point. That shit was just
I
weird.
don't like it.
Mhm.
Oh, I got a question.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. If you could create your own game, Cap, what would it be like?
If I can create my own game, oh God, that is a good question. Shoo. I don't know. That is a very hard question for me to answer. And the only reason why it's so hard for me to answer is because I like so many genres. Like I'm one of those
Mm.
type people. I'm not trying to like cliche front because I mean, of course, like if y'all watch me, if y'all see my tweets and my social media, I play so many different genres.
Mhm.
And because of those different genres, I met so many different people. Like with the Call of Duty community, for example, I done met so many people in the Call of Duty community to where, like we'll get to talking and I'll be like, hey, what other games do you play? Like, do you play like single player sometimes, whatever? And the answers that I'll be getting, like, I had one say that, oh, they try to get into single player, but they don't know what to start with. You have people that want to do other stuff, like try other stuff, but they don't know where to start. Or either you just got people out there who I met the other day. They say they can't play a game without people. They have to play a game with people.
That
But
pisses me off right there.
specifically, yeah,
That is so
yeah,
sad.
yeah,
That is so
Hold on,
sad.
before you continue
Yeah.
though, the reason why I say that really pisses me off is just the fact that you can't play a game by yourself. Like I said this shit in my stream not too long ago. I said I'd rather enjoy playing single player games than multiplayer games because single player games I could actually talk to my viewers and this, that, and the third. When it comes to playing with multiplayer people, like games with multiplayer, it's like, bro, it's like I can't explain it. It's just
No, it's like it's hard to connect with viewers. So like when we be playing Apex, right?
yeah.
We both be barely be
Mhm.
looking at our chat because we're trying to figure out where we're supposed to go.
Mhm.
And then it's like sometimes you look at the chat, right? And then it's like, yo, Dre on your left, shoot, you dead.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
Mhm.
nah, I remember what I was gonna say now. So I remember one streamer, right? I asked her, what kind of games do you play? Like, do you play single player games or multiplayer games? She said, I mostly play multiplayer games because I like playing with my friends. I hate playing single player games because it's very difficult for me. I'm like, okay.
Difficult for you is insane. I
Yeah.
don't know,
Okay.
bro. I be saying like I don't like to be elitist or exclusionary sometimes, right? But I be saying like I'm a real fucking gamer. I'm gonna play whatever. Like I
Mhm.
don't
The fuck
care.
I
I'm
want.
gonna play if it looks like fun. I'ma fucking play it because
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
love video games. Like I don't just love shooters. I don't just love puzzle games. I don't just love you know what I'm saying? Hack and
Yeah.
slash. I'm a real fucking gamer. There are so many different
Yes.
type of game mechanics that I fuck with. There are so many different types of genres of games that I fuck with heavily. I could not
Yeah.
imagine bottlenecking myself and only allowing myself to play sports games, only allowing
Mhm.
myself
Mhm.
to play
Yes.
shooters. Like it's just it's all these different worlds and all these different narratives and all these different feelings and all this fun shit to do that you are missing out on.
Mhm.
And to say like it's hard, like you can find any type of game, any type of game. It don't have to be
Like,
something hard.
like
Mhm.
I understand how a single player game is hard because it's basically you against the fucking computer. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what
Basically,
difficult.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's
You
basic.
literally
Well,
could play casual on any
exactly.
game. You
You could
could put
play
the hard
depending
setting
on
on
Mhm.
casual on any
exactly
game.
yeah.
depending on what difficulty you're
Yes.
playing on. It's not that fucking difficult. It's
Mhm.
just that you just don't want to play single player game because you don't want to feel lonely. Like you need friends to play games with to stream with for validation. I can't fuck
Mhm.
with that. I'm sorry. Like I got nothing against.
Yes.
I don't have nothing against multiplayer games, but yet I mostly play single player games because I enjoy it. I'm a gamer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
it's cool playing multiplayer games. Don't get me wrong. You got friends to play with, cool. But for me, I try to stay the fuck away from it most of I can, as best as I can, because I stream during the morning times, and most of my people that I know either at work or they're sleeping. So I try to find
Right.
a good quality single player game I could play on my stream and just call it a day. For you to
Yeah.
even say that,
Mhm.
for a person to say that a single player game is very difficult, motherfucker, you're difficult. Like it's no
Well,
other
I
way
mean,
to
You're your own problem, as I
yeah,
said.
like
yeah.
you're
I think
difficult as
No,
hell.
realizing
for
that,
real.
yeah,
I
a
only
single
play
player.
Call of Duty on the weekends because I'm not playing that shit throughout the
And
week. Like I'm just
Yeah,
not.
yeah, I'm the same way. Like I
Mm-hmm.
used to just play multiplayer games on the weekend because like here's the thing, single player games like I view them as an experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like going through the story,
Mhm.
collecting your weapons and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I want to go through that. Multiplayer games, like when you play with your friends, one, it's hilarious most of the time. It is a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I think maybe he's trying to say like your multiplayer games with playing with friends can keep your attention more because sometimes
Mhm.
if like a single player games can get too hard, like you can be stuck, your interest can be lost. So like if he was playing like
Interest
Elden
more with
Ring,
multiplayer games.
yeah,
I'd be like, nigga, I don't like the way you playing. You irritating me. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Other people, I don't, you got too much control over my experience in
Mm-hmm.
multiplayer games.
that's
And
how I be
plus,
with
like,
Dre when
Mhm.
we're on Apex Legends. I'm like nigga, why are we all, every time you beat the jump master, we're dead in 20 seconds.
mm-hmm. And then plus, like, when you play multiplayer with your friends and stuff like that, they might be all fucked up. You can hear shit in the background, and the mic be all staticky and stuff like that. I'm like, I can't be listening to this shit.
trying to play zombies and motherfuckers don't fucking ready up and y'all sitting in the goddamn lobby waiting on somebody to ready up. I hate that.
Yeah,
I
like
hate it.
not
I'm
even-
like, ready up already. I want to fucking play the game. We've been sitting here for 20 minutes.
And then like we like trying to play a game, you gotta wait for person to start up their piece, start up their system, then something's wrong with their setup, and you gotta wait for them for like a good 10-20 minutes. By the time I'm fucking bored, I'm done. I'm over this shit. I just want to play the game.
I will
call it
At
a
that
day.
point, I'm not waiting.
I will say
If-
that as a friend, I will kick you. I will kick you from my lobby.
Exactly.
I will
Exactly.
kick you out.
Don't have me fucking
Come back when
waiting.
you're ready.
Yeah,
But
like
you're not
I
stopping
will
my
kick you
experience.
out.
like
And if it's room when you get ready to come back, then it's room. If it's
Yeah.
not, I'm sorry. I'm
That's-
sorry. We still friends. We still cool.
that shit be
But I'ma
throwing me
kick you.
off, man. That should be throwing me off. Like, yo, why the fuck I gotta wait for you for X amount of minutes? Like, motherfucker, I'm ready. Don't make me wait for like 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes for you. By time then,
Just tell me you
it's a
gonna hop
dub.
in when you hop in. Just tell me you gonna hop in. Don't make me wait for you. Just be like, hey, if you still gotta open it when I'm ready, I'ma hop in. If you
Mhm.
don't, then I'ma just do something else.
And
Like,
then also too, I do want to say this too, especially when you plan it like an event where you want to bring people to play games with, and then when the event comes, either one, they don't show up, two, they give you a bullshit ass excuse, or three, they just don't really fuck with you. They just want to sign up just to fuck with you. That's where like, see, this is why I don't like playing with other people, cause like you could be ready, but you gotta be ready at such and such time. If you're not ready at such and such time, I'm gonna look at you differently. I will probably not invite you again. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, your whole experience is based off of other people. Like that's
Exactly.
what I don't like about multiplayer games. I don't have enough
Yeah.
control over my experience.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's why with single
Speaking
player.
of,
Go ahead.
oh no, go ahead, Dre.
Now I'm saying that's why I like playing single player games, because you can control you can control your whole narrative. Like, you know, you don't have to wait for nobody. You can just start playing the game and just enjoy yourself playing the game. Pause. That should sound kind of weird. I just said that. But
Pause it when you get.
I
Pause
was
it when
until you
get
said
ready.
pause. Like that's what makes me laugh.
The pause, yeah, the pause. Let me be like, wait, what you
Pause.
say?
Right.
Yeah, because like I just prefer playing single player games overall. That's all I can say. But go ahead,
Mhm.
Lex.
Okay, so everything we just talked about kind of leads into my next question. So Donnell, throughout your whole gaming experience of all the franchises and stuff you've played, what's a game that you were looking forward to that you thought was going to be hot shit and it turned out to be not shit, aka a disappointment?
Garbage. Fucking trash.
I could tell you a game. I could tell you a game right now that's not even out now.
What?
That's coming out February.
That matters. Go ahead, talk about it. We here.
Assassin's Creed Shadows.
I think you're gonna say that.
All right. Boy, let me tell you something. They saw that Ghost of Yote trailer. Everybody went back to the lab. Like, nope, we gotta go. We gotta go back.
Assassin's
Yep.
Creed Shadows.
That
And-
Ghost of Yote
and
trailer looks better than anything they
Dre,
showed.
Dre, Mel, Lolex, y'all already know I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan.
Mhm.
I
Oh,
got
yeah.
a tattoo right here on my chest, but I'm going to tell it like it is. Right now, Assassin's Creed, I don't care if Ubisoft hears me because I've been vocal to them as well. It's trash right now. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. Y'all doing way too freaking much.
Yeah, that's true.
I enjoyed the little, mythology experience, with especially Egypt. I did enjoy that one. The Greek and Norse, I enjoyed that to an extent. Those games are too fucking long for one.
Yeah.
The main
Mhm.
story by itself for Valhalla is 70 hours.
Damn.
70
Listen,
freaking hours. Just the main
I like
story.
the
No
mini
side
game
mission.
in Valhalla more than the game. I be
Mhm.
playing the fuck out that board
I
game.
did that.
I want that in
yes.
real life. I want that fucking game in real life.
Yes,
I play
I
that
did
more than the
that.
game.
But right now, what they're doing with the franchise, when they did Mirage last year, they need to go back to that and stick to that. It was much more simple. It was kept as Assassins, Templars, all this Isu stuff and the mythology stuff and all that. Like, no, y'all doing too much.
So what is it about it that's like that you're like anticipating is gonna be bad? Like,
There is a lot of recycling.
Yeah.
There is a lot. Yeah, there is a lot of between Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla, and Mirage and Shadows. There's really nothing new. The only thing that's new about that game
It's the
is
characters.
the characters and the
the settings.
settings. That's it.
mm,
The movement,
I
the
see.
mechanics, the movement, the mechanics, all of that. There's really nothing new at all, and the story is just all over the place.
Yeah.
It's all over the place. I'm not gonna lie, they lost me. Even though I played every Assassin's Creed game, they lost me. I'll say like after Origins. They really lost me at Syndicate, but Origins attracted me because it was Egypt. Because a lot of mythology stuff that we get now is either Greek or Vikings, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired of both of them. I love both of them, I really do, but I'm so sick of it. Give me something new. Give me Polynesian. Give me West African.
Yeah.
Give me, give me something different other than Greeks and Vikings. I'm tired of it.
So let me ask you this. What's a game that like everybody loves, but you personally didn't like? Because like I watched this one thing. It's like your favorite video game sucks. What's that for you?
The one game
Damn.
that everybody likes.
Your favorite video game sucks.
Somebody tell me that about Skyrim. We about to fucking fight.
No, yeah, go
one
look it
that
up
I
after.
like.
It's no. Yeah, no, go look it up after this. It's like an IGN video. It's like a game that everybody likes, but you don't like. Like I think one guy did Zelda or something, like, or one guy did Last of Us. What's that for you? So like, what's a game that a lot of people like, but you don't personally like?
Fortnite and Apex.
Okay, fair enough.
I understand.
Same.
Fortnite and Apex.
And I played both of them.
Only reason and don't get me wrong, I like them, but I don't like them because that kind of goes back to what we was talking about before, as far as like there's people out there that feels like they have to play with people and they can't go on to nothing else. I be trying to connect with, I really use the platform to really connect with people. Like I want to, I want to network, I want to connect, I want to talk about games and, like even like with animes and stuff like that. But, talking games specifically, like you said, Mel, there's so many people out there and, especially this color. Yeah, they bottleneck
All they play
themselves.
is fucking shooters.
All they play is COD, Apex, Madden, 2K. Yeah, it's like that's all they play. So when I come across somebody, that's, of color and they're talking about Final Fantasy and they talking about Zelda and Mario Party and Skyrim, and I get excited. Like,
Me too.
even though I say,
too.
I have my social anxiety, I always tell people I'm that type person where if all of us was like in a club or a party and I'm that one that's sitting in a corner all quiet, and people tell them, oh, well, that's just Matt Darnell. He's always sitting there like quiet. But once you talk to me and I'm comfortable with you, I'm chatty as fuck. Yeah. Especially if we're talking about, especially if we're connecting on a level as far as like games and, like just other stuff in life other than, like COD, COD, Apex, Fortnite or whatever. Like, it's okay that you play them, but excite me a little bit, tickle my fancy a little bit, like, hey.
Nothing disappoints me more than seeing a streamer on Twitter, finding them liking like they vibe, and then following them, and then realizing all they play is Fortnite, or all they play is Dead by Daylight, or all they play is Valorant. I be so disappointed. I be like, bro, I can't even support you, fam. Like, you bore me. You bore me so deeply in my soul that I just can't even support you the way I want to. If I see your going live message, I'll retweet it. But you're not gonna never see me in your chat. I might tab you up, occasionally if I see that you own, just so you get the numbers. But I be like, dog, no. People be like giving shout outs and or I'll go to your page. If I see your last 3 games, it's Fortnite, Dead by Daylight, Apex, or Valorant, I ain't even gonna follow you, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna hold you.
Definitely feel that shit too.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I know plenty of streamers that play that one game all the fucking time. Like, I have ADHD, so like I gotta switch games every now and then. And I don't know how people I don't know how people could just play one game throughout the channel, bro. Like, y'all don't get fucking
and then
bored.
say they a variety streamer. Then you'll say I'm a variety streamer. No, you're
That shit
not.
be pissing me off, yo.
No, you're
Yes.
And then
not. You're a fucking Valorant streamer. You're a fucking Fortnite streamer. You're a goddamn Dead by Daylight streamer. You are not a variety streamer. Where's the variety? What are you playing? Nothing.
Oh my god.
And that
Valorant
and
is
that
so
goes for
fucking
when they're on
difficult.
and that goes for when they're on all their socials. Like, you go to their TikTok, it's the same thing. Like, there is no variety anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all, like,
Mhm.
it could be a person who's been streaming for 5 years. If all you stream is Call of Duty, Apex,
That's wild.
Dead by Daylight, like, literally
Yes.
nothing of interest, like, at least change it up to Mario Party or just something different here and there. That's when you can kind of
Mhm.
say you're a variety
Yeah.
person. But if you're literally just consecutively every day of your life, all I see is Fortnite clips, Black Ops 6 or Warzone, whatever the fuck it is,
Mhm.
salute to you. I'm not
Damn.
there.
Salute to you, cause no way, bro. Like the shit is just so boring. It's boring.
What-
It's boring, and it's like you playing a shooter, so you can't even really interact with me like that. On top of the fact, right? If you gonna play the same shit, at least play something where you can jaw jack with motherfuckers. You can't even talk to me for real. So not only are you boring me with your gameplay, you boring me with your conversation because you can barely fucking talk to me because you're playing a shooter. I can't expect for you to look at chat like that because
Mhm.
people are fucking shooting at you the whole
Right.
time.
And the fact that you played the same game for 5 to 10 years, bro, that shit is wild.
Yeah.
That
Even
shit
like
sounds
Yeah.
And then
depressing.
you wonder why you
That
don't
shit
have that
depressing.
many followers.
Yeah.
That shit's
Right.
depressing.
Even like
Unless you're
Yeah.
like the coldest ever at the shit, you're not gonna get a big fan base. Like you have to literally be a
Mhm.
monster at this one game that you've been playing for years and years to have a big
Mhm.
fan base. So if you
Yeah.
expect to grow, you have to be the cream of the fucking crop in this shit.
And games
Yes.
like
I don't
Fortnite, Apex, Warzone, Black Ops 6, Valorant, those are the highly saturated games too. So like for you to play those games
Yes.
every single day and you don't grow from that shit, it's time for you to switch up games. So try to switch up variety of games, partner.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
definitely.
Cause you're not gonna get the discovery like that. Like
Yeah,
I be
man.
getting,
Yeah.
I get the most. Sometimes I get the most discovery when I be doing Gunpla builds, or if I'm doing IRL, taking a walk some fucking where. People be coming from out the fucking woodwork because it's not that
Mhm.
many people doing that. Like it's not that
Mhm.
many
Yeah.
people doing makers and crafting like that. So I be getting all types of people. They be like, oh shit, like I had no idea that it's a black girl on here fucking building Gundams. Like, yeah, like but because it's you don't see people doing that type of stuff like that. So I be catching people from everywhere, or
And you
even
know what?
co-working. People don't like co-working is getting bigger,
Mhm.
but I get a lot of people just from doing co-working, all types of followers because it'd be like you get found easily or more easily on the Discover page because it's not that many people on there.
You know, also,
Yeah.
you know what else that pisses me off too, other than people that streams one game at a time. It's 50-50. It's 50-50 for me, depending on what they talk about. It's just chat. It's just people just chatting. It can either go good or bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
It can become good or bad, depending on what y'all talk about. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind just chat.
Mhm.
I don't mind people that just do just chatting. It's about what y'all talk about there. If y'all talk
Yeah.
about some
Yes.
shit that I don't have nothing to do about, I have nothing to do with, bye. Just bye.
If all you do is just chat, I'm more than likely not gonna follow you. Like if you don't
Oh,
mix
yes.
it up or
Mhm.
mix it in, I'm not gonna find interest. I'd rather listen to a podcast with a specific subject matter
Mhm.
than listen to you just talk about whatever when you are on a whim. Oh, speaking of the switch up for or just playing shooters and all of that, McDonnell.
Mhm.
So did you change your content to only playing Call of Duty?
No. I'm going to
Okay.
be playing other stuff because again, I'm like Dre. I got ADHD. I like Call of Duty. I like all sorts of genres, but I can't. No.
Yeah, it's just like
Okay,
you
because
can
I
play.
thought I saw you
I-
mention that, and I was like, "Wait, you was trying to be
Yeah.
50 games?" I'm like, I know you gonna get bored trying to only play
No,
Call of Duty. Like,
because I'm not even gonna lie. Shoot, I just went to GameStop and I just got Alan Wake and Veilguard, and I'm ready to pop them things open. I mean, don't get me
ooh, I'm
wrong.
playing
I
Veilguard
know.
in December.
Like, don't get me
Yes, I mean,
wrong.
don't get me wrong. I know season 1 about to come up. I'm
Yeah.
excited about season 1, but I'm more excited about playing this Veilguard and Alan Wake.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like playing Fortnite, Apex, those not bad games. It's just at a certain point, I like to switch up. Like, I don't mind playing those
Yeah.
games, but at one
Mhm.
point,
I can only play them for like an hour. Yeah. It just
Yeah.
gets like
it's
like
repetitive.
Yeah, and it's like, especially if you're losing, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, especially losing early
Mhm.
rounds, you get fucking bored. It's like I don't want to play shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit
Mhm.
gets repetitive. Like you're losing every fucking
Damn.
game from early
Yeah.
to
I
mid to late rounds, exits.
I finally played in a good full lobby of my friends on Call of Duty last weekend. The first weekend, horrible. I was playing with some homies. They had already fucking prestige. They was fucking going crazy. They had the
Mhm.
map fucked up. The spawns was fucked up. They was running and gunning. They had the shit. I was getting tore down. When I say I was so demoralized. I finally played in a party with people who play like me. I started seeing my numbers. I said, see, this look like me right here. Okay. This
Hmm.
little 25 and 16. This is me. This is me. This is how it feels when I play Call of Duty. Not fucking 5 and
And
18.
see,
5 and 18 was making me feel like I was fucking garbage. I'm like, I do not play Call of Duty like this,
Mhm.
bro. Like, I don't be crazy positive, so I might be like 16 and 18,
Mhm.
17 and 20. But fucking 7 and 20? No, that's
At
not
this
me,
point,
bro. That
I'm
shit is
uninstalling the
so
game.
crazy.
And
I will
people,
I will throw it away.
and for those people who play Black Ops 6 just for camo grinding, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not about the
I'm not
camo
doing that
grind.
either.
I'm not camo
Yeah.
grinding, bro. I'm not doing that.
I tried it and I'm already getting tired. I ain't gonna lie.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, I'm done. I'll play
That's why
just
I
for.
say I'm about to switch up.
I play for
I like
shits and
zombies
giggles.
more than anything. I like
Exactly.
Agreed.
zombies more than
But
anything. I
they,
really bought it for zombies, to
Mhm.
be honest.
and I try to play. I try to
To
get
be
people to play
honest.
zombies with. They don't want to play zombies because it's too hard. Well, motherfucker, of course it's gonna be hard.
It's because let me say something about zombies, right? A lot of people have never played OG zombies and it shows because motherfuckers will not run a route. They will not run a route. I say, listen, these zombies are dumb. It's like 5 smart zombies. It's the
Mhm.
fucking little critters, the fucking scary motherfuckers, the manglers, and
Mhm.
that damn
Mhm.
beast. Okay, them is the ones you got to worry about. But all these other zombies, you can get them to follow you in a fucking circle in one
Literally.
line,
Exactly.
and you can turn
Mhm.
and pew 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 the fuck out of these motherfuckers. But y'all want to be all over the map, all zigzagging. I'm running, you running. You done brought the zombies to me, and now my group of zombies is meeting up with your group of zombies. And next thing you know, we down on the ground, and somebody got to come fucking save us.
Exactly.
You never played Kino, and it fucking shows.
And y'all be
Everybody be like, let's open up all these gates. Let's open up all these doors. Are you okay? That's not how zombies work, bro.
exactly.
Yes, eventually
Mhm.
all the shit does get opened up. Eventually.
Mhm.
Not at the beginning of the fucking
No.
game. And now you got all these people coming around from everywhere. They
Exactly.
are some of them can teleport. That's
Yep.
already bad enough.
And if you
To
die,
the teleportation.
Mhm.
and if you die before round 10, then you just clearly suck. And plus, you don't know how to run
Man,
around, and
or
y'all
Yeah.
be
or it's somebody's fault because they don't know how to run a route. It might not even be you. It's the
Mhm.
fucking people that just don't. They never played Kino, and it shows real bad,
Mhm.
real bad.
Yeah,
That's
that's how.
my gripe. Thanks for coming
Yep.
to my TikTok.
I don't know. I want to ask you one last question. So, what
Right.
advice would you give to an upcoming streamer or content creator?
Oh, simple. I tell people this all the freaking time, even though, this is all online or whatever. Kind of like connected with the influence. Be careful who you connect with. Just like in IRL, be careful who you connect with.
Mm-hmm.
We have especially new people. New people come in, that's actually one of the main reasons why I would say I kind of dislike the straight COD, Fortnite, Apex community. Like again, I don't have nothing against them, but new people come in, they see these groups, they see that they're having a good time, they talking to each other certain type ways and this and that, and they want to come in, join the community, this and that, but you never know that same community might be toxic AF.
Yeah.
Get around a group of people who, if you I genuinely believe that we have a bunch of people who even been streaming for, I'll say, even a year, 2 years, 3 years. They're streaming like those games to try to connect with people, but deep down inside they do play other games as well. They
Mhm.
just try so hard to connect with people who they think is gonna, they're gonna have fun and a good time with, and et cetera, et cetera. They see them going to conventions, they see them doing this and that or whatever. But again, be careful who you surround yourself with, because it's a very, very, very toxic community.
Streaming
Very,
wise,
very,
right?
very toxic community. Be careful, and not only that, not even be careful who you watch too,
Mm-hmm.
because it really else with your brain.
Yes.
A lot of the people that I look at, I've like Dre, like Lolas, like even you, man. I'm in y'all channels all the freaking time, and the only reason why is because one, I know that y'all good people, and two, that just go to show there's not that many
Good people.
good people out there.
Mhm.
There's really, 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 really not. It's hard, even with the new thing that we have on Twitch now on your phone. I'm constantly swiping up, swiping up, swiping up, swiping up. I'm genuinely trying, but after you done watch so many people and you done been through so much stuff, and you kind of get the idea of how people are, especially when you first engage with them, you're gonna figure out, like, you know what, a lot of these people who I feel like that I thought that I can connect with, you really cannot connect with.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
Well, for
yeah,
me, especially being these Discord communities with Big Creator, Realm, the Realm with on Twitter. Like I've met so many people from those communities, and I check out some of their streams. I'm like, I can't really connect with them like that. Sorry, not sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It be like
yes,
that,
Yeah.
especially with these.
Yeah,
yes,
you be
That's
thinking that
life.
y'all might be like minded because y'all part of like the same group.
Mm-hmm.
But then it
exactly.
turns out that y'all don't be. Even some of the bunnies. Some of the bunnies, to for lack
Mm,
of a better terminology, and I hate to say it because it is women, some of them are bitches. They
yes,
are mean bitches.
And we
And
ain't saying
I
no
yes,
and
names
I
either.
hate it. No, and I'm not even gonna say no. I'm not gonna say no names at all. But I hate
mhm,
it though because these are people that I want to support. We're part of the same
Mm-hmm.
team. I want to support.
yes,
I want to
mhm,
come to your stream. I want to feel comfortable recommending you to other people. But
Exactly.
unfortunately, you're not somebody that I would associate with in real life. So I
yes,
wouldn't want to meet you at a convention. I wouldn't want to hang out with you at a bunny meetup. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
mhm,
it's sad. It's unfortunate. Like you said, be careful with who you associate with. But when you join streaming groups and big creator groups, it's a lot of times where you're automatically associated with people just off of that. And that could
yes,
be to your benefit or to your detriment.
Mm-hmm.
mhm,
That's why,
Yeah,
like,
luckily,
go ahead.
yeah, luckily the people who I've met with on these Discord groups in real life have been very nice people, but I can totally see it going the opposite way. Not just because of like the gaming thing, but that is also life. Like I've had like
yes,
coworkers like that. Like, you give presentations and they seem like nice people, then you go to a meeting with one, it's like holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Nah, I just
So
like,
it's like,
Mm-hmm.
and going back to like going to the convention stuff like that. Conventions like DreamHack, MomoCon, GreenCon. It's like I always want to go to those conventions one of these days, but meeting these people, you never know because everybody has a fucking personality. Everybody have this a personality on Twitch or whatever, and then we actually meet them in real life. You know, or they're gonna keep the same
yes,
energy, or they're gonna switch up on you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
I'm not
Especially
trying,
when they get
and
around certain people.
and this is not me
yeah,
being negative. It's just being realistic. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody acts differently online. In real life, it's a whole different
Mhm,
fucking story. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
Is anybody going to AWA, by the way?
No.
what's that?
It's in Atlanta. I'm going. It's in
Uh,
December.
Okay, yeah, I'm
nah.
not going.
okay,
I want to go, but me being around people, going to a new city, going by myself, I got social anxiety. I can't do it.
Yeah, if my sister
mm,
didn't live out there, I wouldn't be going.
Now, if I was going to DerpyCon back in my city, out here in New Brunswick, New Jersey, I don't mind going because I live in New Brunswick, so I could just go to that convention, and I feel like if my social anxiety goes up in the air, I could just leave.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? That's just different.
Mhm.
But like going to a different city, to a different state, to another convention, and my social anxiety, yeah,
And then
not by
on your
myself.
Yeah.
money, on your time, which is
Mm-hmm.
very
God,
valuable
yeah.
nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Even TwitchCon, like my best friend lived down the street from the convention center, so it was perfect. It was like shit. I'ma leave. If I get ready, I'm coming home.
Mm-hmm. All right. Any last questions for Donnell before we exit? Oh, y'all good? Everybody good?
I think I'm good.
I say I'm good.
All right.
Good.
Well, Donnell, I appreciate you stopping by as always, man. And what is? Oh, I do have one more question though. So, what's your upcoming plans for the future beyond?
Upcoming plans. I'm not gonna lie, this has been a very rough year for me. It's
Mm,
been a very rough year for me, but right now, as far as higher power is concerned, I think the higher power is trying to position me to where like, okay, things are about to die down now, but I'm about to leave the rest to you. So next year is to double down as far as like streaming and what I want to do. I always wanted to do charity events. I always wanted to stream much more. I'm surprised at even how much streaming I had got this year, despite everything that I went through this year with the 2 surgeries and the family tragedy and all that. But yeah, I really want to focus more on streaming, do some charities, network,
mhm.
connect with some peers, trying to keep, trying to stay grounded with everything. But as far as like projects wise, I'm trying to get this damn computer built for one. That's my main concern right now. That I'm still upset about that AMD Ryzen chip, Dre. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm about to say, what motherboard do you have currently? What motherboard do you have right now?
The 670E.
Okay. So yeah, I'm about to say too. I got the same motherboard as well, and
Mhm.
I got the same motherboard as well, and it says that my motherboard is 90. No, it's 9,000 series ready.
Yeah, mine's is too.
Oh, okay.
I know I could get my hands on the last gen, but the thing is, it's the same exact price as the new one.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I got the
right now,
yeah, I got the Ryzen 9 7900X.
okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, I was
That
thinking
is a
about
good one.
because I was thinking about getting a 4070 graphics card, but
Mhm.
it's just like them shits was like 8 GB and 12. I'm like, I'm not about to spend X amount of money for these shits because the one I have right now is a 4060 Ti with 16 GB. That's just double the one I have right now. Like $500.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, I'm getting that one.
Okay.
Yeah. But I now appreciate you stopping by as always, man, and taking the time to talk to us. I know it's been a long interview, but when you have good vibes, it's good vibes out here,
I
Good
loved
vibes, good
it.
times.
I loved it. I loved it, loved it, loved it. I didn't expect anything else because, of course, I'm always in y'all channels. And again, there's a reason why I keep coming back and supporting and chatting with y'all. All of y'all are genuinely good people, and y'all are the type of people that I focus on surrounding myself with. So I appreciate y'all for having me here.
No problem, man. Appreciate you having the
We
top taking
appreciate
the
you
time today.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Nice, bro.
All right, man.
All right.
Donnell. Peace out.
All right. See y'all later.
All right, later.